Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
Check 1 2 1 2.
And we are live. There's a little bit of a camera view. Patty Mack right here, showing him right here. And a little bit of a spoiler here. Getting this final table set up here. Patty Mack.
Hey, Reese.
I'm out of breath. We've been play catch up here. Patty Mack's Bounty Tournament 2. We had 110 entries tonight, and what do you think?
Crazy fun, bud.
Crazy fun, crazy
I'm
fun.
as happy as I am. I mean, it was a fun afternoon. Everybody I've talked to said they had a blast. They'll be back if we do it again. So
We had a fantastic turnout, 110 entries today. We got over 3,000 in the prize pool.
yeah,
110 times the 25 on the bounties. Not sure. They've been spread around the room pretty well. I haven't seen anybody with just mountains of them, but it's been a good tournament. Lots of prizes given away. A couple bottles of really nice whiskey. We need to go get that belt buckle.
yes.
The belt buckle. If you haven't seen it on Facebook, look up that belt buckle that the winner is going to be receiving in this final table here.
I'd really like to thank Rhino for getting that made up too.
It's really cool. Wait till you guys see it. If you haven't seen it, look on the Facebook. Tune back into the stream here because it's worth looking at. We have 2 tables going on right now. Of course, the stream is on a 15-minute delay, but we're going to go ahead and start talking to you guys while they're setting up this final table. Talk a little bit about what was going on today and just how much fun it was. Like I said, if you haven't seen our Facebook, we've got lots of videos. I think you chasing around Smokey on in costume, and Smokey the Bandit worth $500. He was taken out by, I believe her name was Monica.
Monica,
I was looking at the Facebook again. Monica getting that $500 bonus. And then as Smokey the Bandit was being taken by authorities, he escaped again and re-entered.
that guy's slick, man.
Got into it again for another $500 bounty. So Smokey the Bandit given away twice today.
Yes.
First one by Monica, and the second one was by Mike.
Flowers,
Yep. Yeah. And so a couple people got super lucky. And I don't recall his name off the top. I cannot apologize, but he knocked out One-Eyed Ron for the 10 hours of free cash game access.
That was, I'll think of it in just a second.
Yeah, I was looking back at the Facebook post, but all the gifts and the prizes given away in the raffle, for anyone who entered, he got a ticket to the raffle, didn't pay anything extra for it. It was a fantastic tournament, and we are down to the final 2 tables.
Yes, sir.
18 players. We did a full redraw, and we're going to have a feature table here on live stream for you, and then an outer table, and then we're going to take you all the way down to that belt buckle.
Davey is the one that took out One-Eyed Ron.
Davey. There you go. So Davey got himself 10 hours of cash game access. So that's a really hefty prize there for a One-Eyed Ron.
He did. Before we get going, I just want to thank everybody here at Poker House Fort Worth, all the staff, all the management, ownership, all of that for allowing me to have this second tournament. And compared to the first one, it was flawless, my man. And everybody had a great time. Everybody got checked in time.
Well, we super appreciate it.
So much fun.
This man here single-handedly, in my opinion, built this tournament. Back in January.
Yeah.
And then did it again this month, and it was bigger than last time.
It certainly was.
So, and I think the next one's going to be bigger still.
I don't know how much more room we've got, but we'll try to pack them in here. But
Alternates are a thing, so it is what it is. But a little spoiler here, I will say, you can see there on the screen now your 9 players for this feature table. Chip leader, Mr. All-In, 450,000 in chips. But if you scroll on down, you'll see Mr. Patty Mack there, 110,000 in chips.
Yes, sir. I was short stack coming into the table, so I was prepared for that.
Yeah. So, little spoiler, we're on a 15-minute delay, but Mr. Patty Mack is here in the booth with me. So, but at least we'll get to see your take, what happened, you know, and I'm excited about it. So
yeah, I mean, I am excited about being back here with you once again, but I certainly wish I was out there and just short of the money, barely again. So.
Yeah, 13 players getting paid out for this bounty tournament, and of course everyone's getting $25 there.
Whoa.
Yeah, getting the cameras checked here.
And then you want to make sure that you just make sure that you lightly run the cards over the circle.
It should be fixed there. Any friends of mine out there, text me, let me know if the sound is fixed there. Had a little bit of reverb there, so should be fixed now. But we see the chip stacks there. Mr. All In, 450,000 all the way down to Paige and seat number 3, a little short stack. And Patty Mack, there you are.
I'm there.
Under the gun, Queen 8 offsuit.
I'm pretty good. I might be able to make myself disappear here in just a minute, too. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. But I've more than enjoyed myself today. Like you said, I think everyone's been really happy with how the structure went, how the the prizes, the vibe has been good today.
Absolutely, and I can't thank the people that donated all those prizes. All the prizes that were over there on that table were donated today, too, so I thank everybody for doing that as well.
And the audio seems to be fixed. Love everyone out there for letting me know that it was taken care of. So the first hand here of this feature table, Mr. All In going to raise up to 55,000 with a King Jack offsuit, and no competition there. And that's a good shot of Rhino there. Rhino gave away a few of his hats and hoodie, not hoodies, little beanies.
A couple of hats.
I really
beanies.
wanted that beanie. That was nice.
And that belt buckle.
Yeah, he is the man responsible for that fantastic belt buckle, which we're going to get in here into the booth for you guys.
Coming into this final 2 tables, I knew Mr. All In was going to be very, very aggressive. So you're about to see my demise, but that's what ran through my head here when he asked flat out on the button here, who's on the big blind.
And we're going to get to see
busting me.
Yeah, we're going to see the fateful hand here. Aaron with the ace queen suited going to call the 15,000. Blinds are 5 and 15 right now. And Mr. All In with the ace 8, he's going to raise this one up. Looks like 55 to go.
Yes, sir.
And then it gets over to.
And here we go.
There it is, all in from Patty Mack right here. Ace 10 suited, nothing wrong with that. A little less than 10 bigs in the stack. Need to make a stand. Ace 10 suited, just as good as any with a flat and a raise. Get in there and hopefully get a good triple up. Aaron does make the call. Actually, he ships. Looks like he went a little bit over.
I've had their number lately too, but I'm happy for Aaron. He really wanted that hat bad, and I said whoever knocked me out. He's actually wearing one of my hats. See it?
Yep, and like I said, you'll get to see, you'll hopefully see the hat on camera here. Aaron there standing up. Now, the $25 bounty also in play there. You see that green chip. That is a green $25 cash chip. For every elimination, every player has one of those green chips that they have to lose when they put their chips at risk. Mr. All In here is still contemplating the ace 8. Mainly looking at the stack sizes here versus his, but it's still for a quarter of a stack. It's still too much to call with that ace 8 offsuit, that much of his chips. And he does kind of show and fold here. And so now Patty Mack off to the races. What do you think whenever he shows ace queen?
I knew I was dead. And then, of course, Jake gives me a little, you're going to see here in just a second, gives me a little hope on the flop.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking when Mr. All In shows the ace off first of all, but then there's the queen, which is dagger, but 2 diamonds.
Yep.
There was hope. Queen on the turn didn't change anything, but no diamond on the river. Eliminated Mr. Patty Mack, who, that's why he's sitting here next to me and getting to grace us with his presence on stream.
That was quick. 2 hands at the final table and done.
But you made it to the feature table on here for a little bit on the namesake tournament. And like I said, There's the hat.
There goes the hat.
Yep. And
Signed it, gave it to him.
Now, did he win that other one that he's wearing from you as well, or did he actually?
He won that on our first Monday live stream. I gave away the winner of
okay.
night.
So it wasn't for eliminating you then. So that wasn't his second scalp, in other words.
No, sir. No. And I've been on a good run, too. I won both the tournaments yesterday, so I felt pretty good coming into the tournament. And I got coolered.
Yeah.
Are you in there? In the last longer. I was going to say, have Rhino over. Every time I get in, that's something. Farting out. Yeah. He saved me 100K.
So Patty Mack signs the hat, hands it off to AA Ron for his elimination there, and then right after that, Rhino found him a hand to go all in with Ace King offsuit.
Good enough to call.
Yeah.
The gatekeeper here with a little bit of decision. King Queen suited. It's less than 100,000. Of course, he's only got 165 in his stack, but the blinds are going up. You have to make a stand at some point here in these tournaments. Now, just a reminder, in case you're just now tuning in, we're down to a final or a feature table and an outer table. So there's 18 players left, 17 now that Mr. Patty Mack was eliminated.
Thanks for reminding me, Reese.
And Brian here is going to make the call. About a third of his chips. Queen Jack suited.
Wow.
You know, going up against 2 live cards, up against the Ace King of Rhino.
It scares the heck out of you when somebody does call, you know?
Oh, yeah, you never,
No
matter how far you are ahead in this game, it can change at a moment's notice. 4 on the turn, no help. Queen or Jack, only 3. So Rhino,
He does.
your buddy gets the double up.
I'm not cheering for anybody in particular, but I'm happy for him. And like I said, he donated that belt buckle and lots of prizes.
Yeah, that's absolutely huge, that belt buckle. Man, I can't wait to show that to everybody whenever we get that up.
You should have jumped up and
Yeah, like I was saying just a few minutes ago, I've been running really good coming into this tournament. I was feeling good. Woke up with a little bit of the jitters this morning for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, it's your namesake tournament. What do you do? Yeah.
You know, and honestly, I would love to win my own tournament, but one of the things I was going to say today is that I play this game for fun here.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Especially at these stakes. This is only a $75 tournament.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's too much fun. You know, you can't.
I free rolled. I knocked out 3 people today.
Oh, there you go. I didn't ask you about that. I apologize.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask you. I should have. To see exactly how many bounties you had. A quick look. I got a list.
Yeah.
We had a list of the bounties. We had the chip stacks on the screen. There's no place to put the bounties in the software, but the gatekeeper in seat 1 has 5 bounties tied with Brian, Tripp, and Mr. All In. 5 bounties, some of these guys. So that's, I mean, they'll lose one if and when they get eliminated, but that's still a $100 bill.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for a $75 tournament, so these guys are already in the profit. But
what my thought is when I brainstormed about this tournament was to make it affordable where everybody could play, make it fun for sure. And I think we had a lot of fun today. If you didn't see some of the Facebook posts earlier today, please go and look. Smokey the Bandit went above and beyond today, too.
Yeah, it's overall a fantastic event.
Yeah.
Kyle, sorry you missed it, too. You'll do the next one because there will be a next one. There will be another one. We had too much fun today not to do it again. Just a quick update. The actual prize pool, first place, $1,000 bills. What do you think of that?
Yes, I like that. I wish I was out there still enjoying that.
So yeah, first place in the tournament. Not only will we get that fantastic belt buckle there provided by Mr. Rhino in the 8th seat, but $1,000 for their efforts. Absolutely fantastic. We're paying 13 of these players. We had 110 entries, paying 12%. Typically pay out a little few less spots, just in case people are wondering, in bounty tournaments, because a lot of the prize pool, you know, is made up in the bounties.
Sure.
So you pay out some less places. So 13 players. We're going to reach the money before we reach the final table, and the min cash being the money back on $75 on the payout for the min cash for 13th, I think 12th and 11th. Jake in the box, first time on the live stream.
Yeah. I've known Jake for a while now, and I'm happy to see him over here at Poker House.
Yeah, great addition. Been a great dealer, really high spirited, and a great attitude overall. I really like Jake.
Yes, sir. Aaron pulls down another one.
Yep, top pair, king, kicker. No reason not to bet that one there.
I had to text him this morning and beg him to play too, so. And he knocked me out, but that's all right.
Quite a few people tuned into all the social medias, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. We appreciate each and every one of you. Let us know, did you play in the tournament today? Did you play in the tournament at all? Or are you rooting on somebody who you have still in it? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, please. We'd love any feedback, and if you came out, you had a good time, anything. Quack Quack, I think he had to work today or something, he couldn't play. That's Cal Kelso's nickname. Thanks for tuning in. If you're anybody else out there, please chime in, say hi. Let us know what you think, and we're down to 17 players, I think. And I was the first of the 2 tables to leave.
Yeah, Mr. All-In removed from the tables, so that means we're at 8 and 8, so at least it's 16 right now. Keeping the tables balanced in spite of the live stream.
Well, Mr. Architect, thank you for playing. I saw you come in, and appreciate you playing, my friend. And thanks for the kind words. We hope to do it again. Rhino's getting a little frisky and sticking around with 3s. He's in the lead.
4 on the river doesn't change anything. Tripp misses his open ender there, so a bet from Rhino here will take this down.
Yes, sir.
And Tripp not going to.
He does.
Yeah, just bet that one out there, and he's going to win the hand regardless, but it's harder to call with effectively everything under pair on everything. Architect, kings twice, aces and jacks, no good today. That's hard.
Wow.
Hard to win a tournament whenever those don't hold for you.
Kevin, I've had days like that too, my friend, so I know we'll see you later on this week, so thank you so much for playing. Reese, one of the other things that we didn't even mention about this tournament is it counts for the road to Vegas.
Absolutely, the road to Vegas. I mean, it's so that here. Let me switch that here. We got the next thing, the road to Vegas. You see it there on the left, right above us there. $10,000 main event seat, qualifying period March 1st, June 1st. That's the tournaments, the noon tournaments and the evening tournaments. Both will give you points for finishing in the money. And those points translate over to chip stacks, where we'll be playing for $10,000 main event seats.
Man, I'm working towards that too.
I started to say you had a little bit of a result. What, yesterday? You got in the money yesterday? So
I
another.
won both tournaments yesterday. I got
both
9,000
tournaments?
points.
You didn't tell me that. I knew you had the one.
I didn't want to make it big knowledge yet, because then everybody shoots for you, man.
Racking up those points. That's too funny.
One of our players, this is Rhino's nephew that just stepped in here, Reese, Baby Huey.
Baby Huey, were you in the, did you just get eliminated? I did. Oh, no. Well, you're not on the feature table, so we don't get to see it, but what place did you get at?
My guess would be 17,
17?
right?
Okay, so right after.
Oh, I got 18th, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, top 13 getting paid here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin, Patty Mack is not only a fantastic guy, but a fantastic ambassador for the game of poker. Not just Poker House Fort Worth, but game of poker and people in general. Won't meet many people better than Mr. Patty Mack, and as we enjoy having him here and all that he does. And these kind of events just prove the kind of people that he brings to us, and enjoy his little events like this.
Wow, thanks. I don't know what to say after that.
5 people to a flop here, all limped in. Jack 4-10 Tripp here, going to be taking the top pair lead. Open-ended for Brian. Gut shots for Rhino and Gatekeeper.
Yeah, we're going to see it here.
Yeah, Brian bets it, and Tripp goes and puts it all in there with the top pair. No, top 2 pair. I'm sorry, top 2 pair.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pretty much equal here for Brian if he wants to try to run this down. He does make the call, so Tripp going to be ahead on this flop. Brian trying to catch up, open-ended. Tripp trying to dodge a 9 or an ace. Stay in this tournament here. 10 on the turn is going to seal the deal.
Yep.
Full house for a trip, so the short stack much needed.
And Brian hits his on the.
Yeah, he would have got there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he probably would have got paid no matter what. So full double up there plus some for a trip, getting 140,000. And Kevin, we appreciate you, bud. That is definitely something that everybody needs. So, like I said, stay in touch.
Yes, that's the guy, architect. That's who we mispronounced his name last time. Remember?
And I felt I was just being phonetical. I do streams in a lot of different locations, and you see all kinds of names, and they're all sort of creative and different.
Right.
And his was just very simple, architect. But I was trying to think of like Ace Art, H Tech, yeah. And I was like, okay, that's literally just the word architect. What am I doing?
I apologized to him the next day. So.
You see so many names yeah, there's so many names that are just creative and phonetically sounding with different, poker related, whatever. It just went right by me. Architect. Architect is what he said.
Yes, sir.
So it's not quite an architect, or am I just saying the actual normal architect word wrong?
I have no idea. Let's call him Kevin.
Sure. Blinds are still 5 and 15. We'll get that up on the screen for you when we can. Rhino and Gatekeeper coming along with Paige and Dawson checking his options. We're going to go 4 ways to a flop. Gatekeeper in the lead with ace 10. Going to spank that ace and keep that lead. Not much for anyone else on this flop. We'll see if Gatekeeper announces it or tries to let some people catch up.
No.
He needs to bet on this pretty wet board. 2 hearts, connecting cards. Looks like he's making a bet of 50,000. Page here, middle pair. Not something you probably want to try to pursue this close to the money. She does lay that down. Of course, nothing for anyone else. So Gatekeeper picking up some valuable big blinds there.
Yeah. He's gone by several different names on the live streams. He's a
he
good
has?
player. Yeah.
Oh, good.
AJ, some others. That was one of the things about today. It was just so much fun. And that's, you mentioned it earlier, is that a lot of people just come out here for fun. Some people come out here to make money, but the majority of the people just come out for fun, and that's what you can do here at Poker House Fort Worth, is you can come out and play in a free roll and meet some nice people. And, what's crazy is I've met only in 5 or 6 months some of the closest people I'm to right now just from playing poker here.
That's in all the markets across the state. Met so many fantastic people, not just friends, but like you said, just it's a networking game.
Yeah.
I've met somebody who fixed my roof. I've had dealers get other things done, plumbers, electricians, some lawyers that I might reach out to someday if ever need be. Just people that you meet in this game, very social networking game, and we absolutely love it here. Rhino here tried to get a little tricky, limping in with his 9-5 suited. Faces the all-in of Brian with pocket jacks. No way he's going to call here, but he's going to Hollywood just a little bit.
Yeah, what's Rhino doing in Hollywood? We talk about that all the time. Throw your cards down and let's go. Yeah. You're not in Hollywood, you're in Texas. Let's go, Rhino. Throw that away. Yeah, he did. Brian does show him the jacks. What a fun day. I keep saying that, but man, it was. And like I said before, if you haven't gone to Facebook and taken a look at all the videos we've made and all the fun we've had leading up to this tournament, and even the day of the tournament, I even took a break and chased the bandit around the place.
Yeah, that was too funny. That was a great clip there on Facebook. Like I said, it's been a very fun-filled content day here at Poker House Fort Worth. Of course, we knew it was going to be a fantastic event. Like I said, well over 100 entries.
110
entries, way up from where it was a couple months ago, and it's only going to go up from there. 3 players to a flop here, calling 20,000. We'll have to see if those blinds are up. 5-4, king 8, double deuces. Looking at a jack, queen board, no help to anybody. 4 gets the best hand on the turn. First person to bet's going to take it down.
Yes,
Brian's going to take a stab.
And he's going to bring it down.
Yeah. Rhino might keep him honest here. He does.
Should have done that the time before and taken the pot down.
10% of his chips. And now Brian here. I don't know if Rhino fire. Oh, I would have loved to seen Rhino make a bet there.
Yeah.
You know, and it might have worked too. You know, just laying in the weeds with the jack could have been a convincing story on a blast off there on all in on the river. But again, these guys are getting close down to the money. 13 places being paid, so you don't want to step off the line this late in the game.
Absolutely, that comes into the back of your mind. I mean, it's not a huge payout, but it.
You definitely.
Everybody wants to get to the money.
Oh yeah, you want to get your money back. That's for sure. Rhino here under the gun, 9-8 offsuit, throws that one into the muck. It looks like the blinds are up to 10 and 20,000. We're going to get those on the screen here. Paige all in for her last 55. King queen offsuit, good choice. Going to be snap called here by Brian with pocket queens. So she's going to have one over. Unfortunately, Erin's going to fold one of her over cards right there. So Paige going to be needing some help here. Pocket queens for Brian and Paige at risk with the king queen offsuit.
She's a good player too. She plays at her quite often.
Oh yeah, I've seen her quite a few times. She's a good poker player. Jenny to the flop, ace-10 tray life, looking for a jack on the river. Doesn't get it, so we say goodbye to Miss Page. Fantastic run. We'll have to see if she's in the money. I'm not real sure. We still have too many people, I think, at this table to be down to the final 13.
Be 16 or 15, something like that.
Yeah. So again, big run there by Miss Page.
We got Jenny in the box now.
Yeah, yeah.
Taking Jake's place. Again, we want to thank all these dealers. They've been working hard all day long. A lot of them have been here all the way since 12 o'clock today.
Yeah, it's been a long day for a lot of employees. Ace king for Dawson, 85,000, going to push it all in. And Tripp now waking up with the queens. Looks like he's going to put in his stack. You know, he's got quite a few bounties sitting there. I think he started this feature table with 5 bounties, so he's already got $100 in his pocket.
Yeah, I played at his outer tables 2 or 3 times today.
I moved him around 2 or 3 times today.
Yeah, kept bringing him back to our table.
He got caught in the next big to get moved for table balance, but here he is looking to hold his queens against the ace king of Dawson. All diamonds flopped dead.
Wow.
Oof. Big, tough one there,
Nice hand for Dawson.
So Dawson, they're going to get the full double up. Tripp left with some crumbs left. He didn't get his bounty. Mark in the chat saying, twice this week knocked out with pocket kings. Yeah, that's poker. It's the tough part of it.
Yeah, it is, but you were the only guy that had 2 raffle tickets in the hopper today. Mark was the only one that spied the leprechaun on Mondays. So he got a free entry into...
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So
I said, see if you notice anybody new at the table. And he said the leprechaun.
That's funny. So he got a bonus drawing at some of the prizes we gave away today. That's too funny.
And thanks for playing too, Mark.
There's so much stuff going on today here at Poker House Forward. I didn't know the half of it. I was just giving away prizes every time I turned around.
Looks like Sigma's going to join in.
Yeah, Sigma with a decent, healthy rack there.
Yes, sir.
Got to count those chips for the stream. First after that queen jack, he's going to let that one go as he unpacks the full rack there.
Yeah, he's got quite a few there.
That might be the chip leader. AA Ron's got quite a bit as well.
Yeah, he's got my complete stack.
Rhino here limps in with the 10-7 suited. Gatekeeper checking the ace-5 off. Jenny taking us to a flop 3-9 queen. No help to any player. First person to bet gets the pot. 3 on the turn, still no help. Rhino here is going to take a stab. Looks like a min bet of 20,000. We'll see if Gatekeeper, Gatekeeper's going to look him up. 8 on the river. Doesn't change anything. Does Rhino have another bullet, Patty Mack?
I don't think so.
Actually, he's got the biggest of bullets.
Oh my gosh, this guy! Who was that guy playing?
Instant fold there from Gatekeeper, but he could have breathed on it and probably got another way there. But that shows the Rhino's where his head's at right now, Patty Mack. He's not scared of no bubble.
He played aggressive like that the other night and won the tournament. That's part of my game that I need to work on. Is every time I bluff, I get caught. Maybe because everybody knows I don't do it very. I don't know what it is. Some kind of tail.
Yeah, Sigma does come to the table there in C2 with most chips, 470,000. The new feature table leader moving from one of those outer tables.
Yeah, so we got to be down to at least 14 or 15 at this point.
Getting close to that money bubble. Dawson here going to make the limp in with ace-10 suited. A couple diamonds into the muck there from the 6-8. Trip going to go all in, 100,000 straight. King-queen suited. Dawson, who just got those chips, may not be able to lay this down. Depending on how close they are to the money bubble, you never know how important cash is to somebody. Maybe not even so much for the cash, but just to say that you made it into the money, period. Sigma letting it go, so let's see what Dawson does.
I don't think that's going to bother Dawson. I played with him for quite a while, too.
Does it? Yeah. Well, we actually got one more player here to act before it comes back. Or is this this is Dawson here?
Yeah, it's Dawson.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's counting out that call. He's got the Patty Mack hand.
Oh, my goodness, he laid it down. He's a better player than me.
Well, he just got those chips. Let him warm up a little bit. But Trip there picking up some more blinds.
Yes, sir.
So once again, if you're just tuning in, we've got a lot of people here watching on the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Let us know in the chat who you are rooting on. Let us know if you played, how it went, if you enjoyed yourself. We've had a great time here at Poker House Fort Worth. I appreciate each and every single one of you for playing, if you were here, or even tuning in to see who's going to get that fantastic belt buckle. That first place belt buckle. Look it up on Facebook if you have not seen it. I just put some pictures on there earlier. We're going to have to get it in here to the booth.
Wow, 7-3, 7-6, 7-9.
Yeah, Sigma here. It folds all the way around to him in the small, so he's just going to try to steal a big, but bad timing as Dawson's going to have it, and now Sigma's committed. He bet too much to let it go. He had to give it a run. 7-6 suited. It's a good rundown hand.
He's not going to hit a 7, that's for sure.
Yep.
So gone.
Sigma here trying to play catch up to the ace-king to eliminate Dawson. Not a terrible flop. Gut shot there. Ace on the turn. Going to be good enough for Dawson to get that full double up. Sigma there trying to make a move to pick up the big blind, but Dawson woke up with it.
Yes, sir. Nice hand again for Dawson. Is that the bandit out there? Sure does look like it.
Yeah, the bandit. The double bandit.
All right, Jim's watching from Florida, man. Yes, sir. He'll be playing Monday night here on the live stream. I tried to get him to fly back in from Destin, but he said, nah, not this time.
As fun as this tournament was, I don't know if it's worth flying in from Destin for. A lot of pretty stuff out there.
Yes, sir. Jimmy, it's been a fun one, man. You missed a good one, but I hope you're enjoying it out there in Destin today. Looks like they're going to move Brian away from the table.
Yeah, that means we are down to 12. That money bubble might have busted now because we got 6 at the table here and maintaining balance. That means we're moving to make 6 and 6. So it looks like we may have had our 13th place finisher.
I always have pocket 9s. Yeah.
And Sigma here is giving away quite a bit of that starting stack he brought with that hand there. You know, he was trying to take the big blind and just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Yep.
Oh, Rhino, King 9 suited all in, going to try to pick himself up some blinds. Sigma, who may be a little bit distraught from losing enough of his stack. He may just put this in. He's reaching and stacking up the bounty chip. Yep, there it goes. He's going to go ahead and hang his hat on that Queen Jack. Luckily, he's going to have 2 live cards here. Trip and Dawson fold out of the way. So Rhino in the lead, King high. King 9 versus Queen Jack suited. Dealer Jenny, 9 in the window. 9-7 trade, deuce no good. Jack on the river. Sigma eliminating Rhino. Oh no, what a river. What a river. Again, in this stage of the tournament, just trying to pick up some big blinds. Rhino looked down at the King 9, decided it would be good enough to shove in and try to get the blinds to fold. But Sigma, who had taken a little bit of a blow, he said, you know what, I'm going to spin it back up or get out of this thing, and goes it in with the queen jack suited.
Got healthy again, thanks to my partner right here.
There's the broke gambler slots. BGS, how are you, good sir? Long time and no see.
I saw him last week.
Last week here, fantastic.
Yes, sir.
And dealer Jenny verifies there that Sigma is going to have Rhino out chipped, but he looks like he's shuffling some bounty chips there. Looks like he's got at least 75 bucks. He's got 2 or 3 bounties there in his hand, so he's going to go make his way to the cage to get at least one of the buy-ins back. I'm not sure if he did more or not.
Yeah.
That's going to bring Sigma back to where he started, past where he started. He's over $500,000 now in chips.
Good tournament, Rhino. Rhino just came back and said hello to us after getting knocked out.
Don't you leave us. Don't leave here. You can leave the booth, but don't leave here. Rhino in the booth. We just saw him get eliminated there. Did he say what place he was in? 13.
He said 11th.
11th. Okay, so we're in the money. Like I said, our stream here running 15 minutes behind. It's kind of hard for us to catch up.
Wow.
Dawson here is going to call with the Jack 9 offsuit. Tripp's going to shove in his stack, 130,000. Pocket aces. Let's see if he gets looked up by anybody.
Don't think so, no. Good time to pick up pocket aces.
Yeah, Tripp's going to hold there.
We're only 20 hands in. I was eliminated on the second hand in on the feature table.
Yeah, it's going to go quickly. Don't leave the stream too long. The blinds are definitely up there.
Looks like they're bringing another player in. Or they got somebody's microphone there. It's been a great tournament, Reese. I think the blind structures were very fair for everybody. They didn't run up too quickly, and we're going to have this thing over in the next couple hours. So.
Yeah, it's not going to take long. Fantastic tournament. It's just $75. It's I mean, for 75 bucks, you're not going to expect to play for 12 hours.
Nah.
But it's been just enough and fair enough that I think it's been a lot of fun for everyone.
Oh, absolutely.
That's my favorite street now.
BGS, yeah, we think what?
10 or 11, something like that, I think.
Yeah, we have 5 here at the feature table, and so there's going to be 5 or 6. Did they just move? They just moved. Not Dawson. Who did they just move?
No,
off?
nobody. They just brought a microphone in over there.
Oh, okay.
Got Rhino's microphone.
So it's we're either 11 or 10. 13 got paid. 13th, 12th, 11th, and 10th got right at a little more than money back.
Yeah.
Sigma there almost took a stab again. Decided not to.
Yeah,
gave a walk
wisely.
that time. That time it would have worked, but.
Sigma's a very aggressive player too. I met him my first day here.
Yeah, he needs to realize he's got a lot of chips and just to chill out.
Yeah, sometimes that's hard for players.
Oh yeah, you got to learn how to switch gears in this game, especially in tournament play.
Well, there's only 4 at our table now, so it must be 4 and 5.
His chips are still there. We wouldn't play 4 and 5.
Oh, okay, that's Aaron.
Just stepped away from the table
Yeah,
there,
sorry.
yeah.
Duh.
And when we hit 9, we'll take a break and get to the final table. They'll let us know.
Yep, once again, I'll be back here with you, Reese, commentating, but that's all right.
Well, I wish you were out there. Don't get me wrong, but I'm definitely thankful you're in here. It was enjoyed last time we got to stream together.
Yeah, it was.
And always good here. Sigma's going to raise it up with Queen 8 suited. Tripp's going to complete his big blind, coming along half price. Queen 10 versus Queen 8. Top pair Queen. This could get Sigma in some trouble here.
It could.
But he's going to be put on alert as Tripp immediately ships it into him. It's going to be hard for Sigma to lay down, only 130,000. Yep, here we go again, getting involved and going to get some of those chips back. Going to need a lot of help to catch up with Tripp here. Looking for an 8 or some running clubs. Ace, no help. Pair the board, nope. Queen 10, going to get the full double up there, courtesy of Sigma, and he's right back down to 370K with the rest of the pack.
Yep, that doubles Tripp up to get back in the game. A lot of thanks again for all the management and everybody that you had on deck today, and what a fun day.
Yeah, I think everybody's had a great time today. Everybody's talked about how the tournament's been nice and smooth, and
yeah, it really has.
No problems, and lots of people having fun, and you and Smokey and others in costume running around, and the prizes and things we gave away. It's been a fantastic event.
Yeah, we did have those $500 bounties on Smokey, and he didn't put his chips in really bad. He had ace queen versus ace king, and the second time he had pocket kings, hit a king on the flop and got run down on a straight. So.
Well, when you have a $500 bounty on your head, people are going to call you light. Sigma here can raise this one up with the ace 4 suited. Looks like 70, 65,000. No takers there, and he's going to pick up some blinds, real quick folds, get some of those chips back that he shipped over to Tripp.
Yeah, he's definitely the most aggressive player at the table.
Yeah, Sigma, I'm not sure if, I don't think it matters whether it's tournament or cash. That man has a high VPIP.
Yeah.
He loves action.
The very first day I came out here, he was bulldozing the table, and whispered to the guy beside me, I'm going to break one off in just a minute. 2 hands later, he's out, and I win the tournament.
No, there you go.
Won the very first tournament I played here.
Yeah, it's you can play poker fast. You can run it up fast or lose it fast, one or the other.
Yes, sir. He did fold a king 5 there.
Oh, well. Dawson here in the cutoff. Queen 10 offsuit makes the call. It's like Ron completed his small blind, and gatekeeper going to check his options. We're going to go 3 ways to a flop. Ace 7 Jack 2 clubs, top pair for Ron. We'll see if he wants to announce himself right off the rip. He does grab chips, betting the minimum 20,000.
Absolutely.
Dawson with gut shot probably not going to be able to come along, and of course gatekeeper saw the flop for free. Oh no, Dawson is going to come along.
He's going to call one.
One big blind to try to spike himself a king. 10 does give him a pair.
That's good. Might get him in trouble.
A little more equity to come along. Ron asking him how many chips he has behind.
Or he's warning him, you're messing with me, bud.
And he goes check, check on the turn, slows down with that 4 kicker. 9 on the river, no help. Ron.
Dawson worked himself a free card.
Yeah, I think it's going to go check, check here, and it does, yeah. So Ron here going to show the best hand. I don't mind him getting some, just getting the showdown there with that 4 kicker. Yeah, BGS, we missed you too. This was a great tournament.
Yep. Well, we're pretty certain it'll be back.
100% will be back. It'll just be when this man's ready to do it all over again. I'm sure he's going to want to relax after this weekend. There we see Sigma, just like I said, the loose aggressive category there. Lots of action, lots of betting. Tripp, not one to lay it down, but he's had queens and aces and plenty of other hands to make those calls. Not quite that big of a sample enough size, but Sigma right where he usually is, no matter if it's been 20 hands or 200 hands.
Yes, sir.
Folds around to the gatekeeper. He's going to put in his last 110,000 with king jack offsuit. Sigma waking up with something. It's a third of his stack, but he can't help it. He's going to call it and see that he is in quite a bit of trouble, looking for some straight cards or a queen there.
Yep. Oh, sorry about that, Reese.
You're fine. Looking for a queen for Sigma or gatekeeper. His king jack to hold to stay alive in the tournament. There is king jack 9 gut shot outs now here for Sigma. 6 not going to do it. Gatekeeper ahead with the pocket kings. Ace on the river, no help to Sigma, so gatekeeper getting the full double, and Sigma is just on a roller coaster, Patty.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way he plays, though.
Yeah, he's just
up and down. He's not afraid to stick the money in there.
No, he's he definitely trying to spin it up at $1,000 for first place, though. I mean,
yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's definitely a good prize to go for, and like I said, it's just a roller coaster on the way there, though, with those loose, aggressive players. But it does benefit him quite a bit.
Yeah, it does, and especially when he sits down with people that he knows that are not going to step off in it.
Gets called light, I can imagine, when he actually has it.
Even after all that play, he's right, right at the top there.
Oh yeah,
330 is top stack. So.
Any one of these guys is a chip leader with a good just one good pot.
Final table.
Yep, there we go. So we see Miss Jenny there. Miss Jenny there getting ready to draw for the final table.
Somebody likes the dealer too.
So we're going to take a quick break while we redraw for this final table. We're going to come back for that belt buckle. We're going to bring the belt buckle back.
Okay,
we got to show people
I'm
here
proud of that.
The belt buckle. And so we're down to the final 9. Like I said, it's 1,000 up top for this Bounty Tournament 2. Patty Mack's Bounty Tournament 2. We're going to be taking a short break while we get the final table drawn and redrawn and all that kind of good stuff, and come back right back with you guys here just any minute now. And
stay with us.
Stay with us. Stay tuned.
See you soon.
That's significant. Where am I at? Where are my chips? Down there, I think. Or maybe they're right here. Are they right here?
Final table now.
Yeah, but where are my chips?
Yeah, she's gonna tell you. She'll tell you what seat you're in.
They probably seat 1.
Right here.
Oh, where? They actually put them in the thing, the door.
Would you clean everybody out over there while I left?
He's got 350.
I finally got out of your way. What'd you get?
You're in the last man standing. Sorry? Are you in the last man standing? No, I'm
You must
not.
have had a big stack.
I never do that. I should have. I'll want a couple other bombs.
Because you got a lot there now.
So wait, should I give this to seat 7? Should I give this to Doug, or do I just keep this on?
You got like a quarter of the chip.
I'll take it.
You have one.
I have one, yeah. No, who's got the money? I do. I don't trust you. I don't trust me either.
Who doesn't have one?
Who's left? There's only $20 left.
You don't have one, right?
In the money. Right, well, I know, because that's all I have. Yeah, so basically a refund. I don't know. I'm in. He's in. That's 4. Sigma's in it.
Yeah, so there's 4 of us. They won't let me in.
Who are the 4? Because
As we see dealer Jenny there getting the chip stacks. Patty Mack got up, took a break here.
Yes,
just
sir.
to bring it in.
There it is.
Look at that. Poker House Fort Worth, Patty Mack's Bounty Tournament 2 champion. big belt buckle. I got sizable hands.
That really is gorgeous.
thing,
And thank you to Rhino who got that custom made for us.
Yeah, Poker House of Fort Worth, Patty Mack's Bounty Tournament 2 belt buckle going to one of these guys here at this final table.
Certainly is. Some of the ladies said they weren't thrilled about the belt buckle, and I guess they don't have to worry about it now. But I don't know if I'd ever wear it, but I'd certainly put it as a trophy.
It's definitely a display piece at least.
Absolutely.
As we see the chip counts being slowly put in here by Lorenzo.
We're down to our final 9.
Yep. Ninth place, $110, so a little bit of profit plus any bounties caught along the way. And ninth place, $110, and then a few stair steps all the way up. Third place, $330. Second place, $545, and then $1,000 bills plus this belt buckle for first place today.
Yes, sir. And Tyler says congratulations to the tables. His wife made cookies for all the final table.
We forgot to mention that. I don't know why this says Rhino. I think they're trolling you here, showing Patty Mack and Rhino in 9th and 7th place.
What?
Yeah, I think a little bit of little needle on you.
Oh, well. I did mention to the final table that they all got cookies. I tried to say that any of them that wanted to give them to the announcers and stuff back here, we'd be happy to accept, and there were no takers.
Well, no, I was just trying to maintain myself. Yeah, those cookies, I saw them walking through the door.
Oh, goodness.
Hours ago.
Yes.
Hours ago. 5.5 hours ago.
Yeah, they were. I don't know how they're still sitting over there, to be honest with you.
Looks like there's a little bit of confusion here as to who was the blinds. Let the graphics and things catch up here. Doesn't look like Mr. All-In has any issues folding the 7-3 there. Folds all around to Gatekeeper. Let's see who he's got here at this final table that was out on the feature. Coffee.
Gatekeeper folded ace-10.
Coffee here going to make the call on the button with the 10-9. Small blind folds. Brian new to the feature table here at this final table. Jack 4 going King 5-7. Check to a turn. Coffee now with the gut shot. Brian still ahead with just the jack high. Checks it on the river. Who's going to bet it?
Neither.
He's going to go check here and showdown. Nope.
No, Brian.
Brian there's going to take a stab at it, and it's going to work. So Brian back to the final table. He was at the feature table right at the beginning. I did not see his chip stack. Don't remember his chip stack to see if he's made any climbing efforts on the outer table. But Hogan, chip leader at this final table, 720,000 in chips. Mr. All-In brought some chips back from him. He left the feature table, go to the outer table, and he made it back to the main final table.
I'm not on there anymore, Reese.
Not on there anymore, no. Gatekeeper, 220,000 are short stack. One good double up, and you're right back towards the top.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't push with that ace-10, but I did, and I'm sitting back here with you. So.
The ladders go now. Each place goes up in price. Next person eliminated gets $110 for their efforts. It's $75 buy-in plus whatever bounties they've collected on the way.
We've got Jake back in the box, too.
Yep. Aaron, ace-king. Looks like he limped in.
Wow.
I wanted to try to get him maybe set a little trap here. Coffee in the cutoff here, pocket threes. Looks like he's folded it. We'll just let the graphics catch up here. Over to the small blind. Brian makes the call. All in. Mr. All-In checks his option 4-4-5 on this flop here. No help to anybody. We'll see if Aaron wants to kind of stab out here. No, it's going to check all the way around.
Wow.
All three players, 2 turns. 7's going to give Mr. All-In the top pair.
Wow.
And Brian's going to be the one to stab, though.
Yeah.
Looks like he's betting 30,000. Snap call there by Mr. All-In. Aaron might have sat on that ace-king just a little too long. Might have to throw it into the muck here. There it goes. So heads up to a river. Mr. All-In ahead. Brian looking for a queen or a jack. 4 is not going to do it. That's going to even make Mr. All-In call even more. So we'll see if Brian finds another bullet here. Nope, he checked it, and Mr. All-In's going to be the one to bet this one out here. 80,000 into that pot.
Yeah, Brian knew he was done.
Yeah, good stab on the turn. I don't hate it. Just happened to hit Mr. All-In, who got to see that free flop with the 10-7. You know, we've always said it, whenever you're at final table here, you're trying to pick up big blinds, trying to survive those orbits. But, you know, if you're not in the blinds and you want to play the hand, you might as well come in with a raise because, like I said, that ace-king by Aaron there, if he'd have raised that pre-flop, he would have picked up both the blinds there.
Absolutely. He's just happy to have those two beautiful Patty Mack hats, though.
True.
Yeah. And I think that Hogan, Mr. All-In, and Sigma are going to be the three most aggressive players after playing with all of them at this table. Other guys are probably going to let them take the lead and just play their hands. Let's see what happens, though.
Well, Hogan does have the current table chip lead. We'll see how he puts it to work. He's going to be in the big blind here. Trip under the gun. We've already seen him in All-In multiple times, but he's got 330,000, enough to dance with a little bit. He's reaching for some raising chips. Blinds are 15 and 30,000. Looks like he put out a bet of 80,000, so a little more than 2x with his pair of eights. Folds around the table, coming back to the button, who lets it go as well. And now the small and big blind. Mr. All-In, ace queen offsuit.
Wow, we might see something here.
Yeah. It's a big. He's in the. Yeah, he's in the small blind. Yeah.
He's definitely going to call if he doesn't push all in.
Well, you know, you've got the big blind there sitting with 30,000, only 50,000 more to him to go. So a flat here by Mr. All-In is going to bring in the big blind more often than not. So he may be contemplating how much to raise to try to isolate Mr. Tripp. And that is what he's going to do. He's reaching for some raising chips there. Looks like pretty healthy. 225. That's going to get the big blind out of there, which is, I think, what he was ultimately trying to do, is not let a random hand in cheap.
Sure.
So now does Tripp just ship it right back here, or does he fold? I don't think there's an in-between. I don't think you just call. He's only got 250,000. And Mr. All-In bet enough, not pretty much enough to put him all in.
I don't see him folding here with just that much less. He's all in.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and put the rest of it in, and I think it's going to be a little bit more back to Mr. All-In, but he's never going to fold there. So we're going to have a coin flip for the 9th place finisher or another full double up for Tripp. We've seen his stack get kind of roller coastery this feature table.
Yeah.
Once again, if you're tuning in late, this is the final table. Patty Mack Bounty Tournament Part 2. Just in time to see Tripp all in against Mr. All In. 6-3-5. No help for the ace-queen. Pocket 8 still ahead.
I was going to ask you, which hand would you rather have on that pre-flop?
Oh, give me the
Made
one.
hand?
Give me the one that's winning.
Absolutely.
I mean, the one that's winning is going to be run over enough times there, counting the chips there, making sure that the pots are together. They show the pocket 8s, ace-queen. They might not have got it all in pre-flop.
Okay.
There might have been some chips left behind. 4 on the turn gives a gut shot there for the pocket 8s. They don't need it. Just dodge an ace or a queen, and it does. Pocket 8s and 6s going to hold. So Tripp still alive. He's definitely got the staying alive vibe here on this stream.
He does, and he moves right up to second place, I think.
Yeah, darn close to it. Almost $700,000 pot. So big hit there by Mr. All-In, but in this position of the tournament, he did pretty much exactly what he has to do. He can't just flat there and let the big blind come in with 2 random cards as well. He's got to go ahead and put the commitment there to the other pre-flop raiser of Tripp. So we're still at 9th place, $110. They're playing all the way up to first place, $1,000 for first place and that belt buckle that we showed you earlier.
Yes, sir. And Daryl says congratulations to the top 9. Daryl also donated that 14-year-old bottle of bourbon that the Miz won.
Oh, yeah, the Miz one. Yeah, that's
yes, sir.
Cool bottle, too.
Oh, absolutely. That came out of his personal collection, so thank you, Bone.
Yep,
and he'll be back here with me Monday night. We haven't even mentioned that.
Oh, yeah.
Monday night's our 3rd round of the Rhinos tournament.
Yeah. Here you see we'll get some stuff cycling up here. The road to Vegas, as you see there, that $10,000 main event seat. These qualifying periods, March 1st through June 1st. Each one of the tournaments we have here at Poker House Fort Worth worth some chips into that big event. And you said you won both tournaments yesterday?
I did.
And what does your point standing look like? Are you over the top? Yeah, I got to ask.
Reese.
Are you leading it? Are you the leader?
I have 29,000 in points, Reese. No.
No, you're not.
I have 31,000 in
I'm willing to bet that's a lead. Pretty actiony flop here. Pocket jacks didn't get it all in pre-flop, but he's going to stab at this flop here with the pocket jacks. Trip here with the ace king. Just keeps getting good hands. He's gonna go ahead and check raise into Brian, and it's not a good flop for pocket jacks. So Brian here is not going to be happy about having to put in that extra little C bet on this flop. Daryl confirming the suspicion.
Reese, you're putting me in a bad spot here,
man. This guy's the leader of the road to Vegas right now. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Oh, Brad, Mr. What is your new stage name? Tournament goat.
The tournament
tourney goat or whatever. He won one tournament. He's the tourney goat.
The tourney goat.
Good player though.
Brian here thinking long about it, but does make the right decision to throw it in there. A Trip having the ace king and graciously shows him, letting Brian know he made the right decision. But you see some of the tournaments we have going on up here, right above this $1,500 guaranteed free roll tournament, the bomb pot, some of this other stuff, and I'll show it on the camera here. This is you can't quite read it because we're small, but I just want to see the belt buckle that these guys are playing for. But that road to Vegas that we talked that this guy's the points leader on. All those tournaments you see on the screen there, all worth points towards that tournament. We're going to be having those $10,000 main event seats to be given away. There's the Rhinos Sit and Go Mania.
Yes, sir. 1 more week of it. And then the finals. And Brad's already claiming that he's going to take that home with him, and he can mark it down.
Showing one tomorrow.
One tomorrow,
right?
and then the final is on the last.
The Sit and Go Mania. Those have been some fun streams. We'll look to see if we continue that next series. Brad's game 1-2, 6-4 side game. That's new to me. What's the 6-4 side game?
That's the 7-3 game. They call it 6-4. The Poker House nuts.
So 7 deuce instead of 7 deuces, the 6-4.
Yes, sir.
That's fantastic. But just a little taste of all the stuff we have going on here at Poker House Fort Worth. There's a lot of stuff going on, too much to hardly get into, but we will be getting that out as best we can throughout the stream, and it's always on our Facebook. But we don't want to miss any of the action here on this final table. We're still 9-handed. No one eliminated quite yet, but the blinds are high, Patty.
They are, but they've been very fair all day, so these guys have to know it's coming.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Hogan here on the button going to put some of those chips to work. Makes the call with the 10-9 offsuit. Trip completing with the king-8. Aaron going to check his option with jack-5. So we're going to go 3 ways to a flop. 90,000 already in the middle with these 3 players. Queen-8 Trey. Middle pair here for Trip.
First to bet wins.
Yeah, gut shots here for Hogan. Checks around. 4 on the turn. Doesn't change anything. Trip still ahead with the middle pair. He's going to lead out here finally. Looks like 50,000 is going to be the bet there.
Yeah, he's probably going to take this down.
Yeah, I'm not going to call Hogan needing that jack gut shot. Not going to get there. Looks like Mr. Brad there side betting on a few. You and him last longer on that Vegas.
I'm sure we can get something going there. No, I think he's talking about the final for Rhinos tournament.
Oh, yeah, that tomorrow night.
Yeah, there's one more round, and then the final comes the following week. And Brad has already qualified. I've qualified. Bones qualified. Jeremy qualified. Atlas qualified. And Ian qualified. So 3 more spots.
3 more spots. It's basically a multi-day shotgun tournament style. Top 3 advance.
Yep. 2
more chances to get in that top 3.
Tourney Goat should have been out here today.
Brian here is going to have pocket jacks again. Let's see how he plays it this time. Only 170 to stack. I don't know if he's got much of a pot to bet or stack to pot ratio here, but it's like 60,000, so a min raise here.
Yeah, it's kind of.
And Mr. All In taking his time.
Yeah, he's Hollywood.
Yeah, but. Yeah, you're not going to be able to make much of a move on a guy who only has already committed half of his chips here. Let's see if anybody wakes up with anything to combat. Oh, there it is, Dawson. Yeah. Ace King again. You're going to see these chips go into the middle, and we're going to have the most ugliest of races in poker. Pocket Jacks versus Ace King.
He just called.
Oh, he did just call. He didn't put him all in, so he's going to see a flop. Queen 6-7 scare card there for Brian. if Dawson can bet this out and send up red flags, no, he doesn't. So there's a ship by Brian and Dawson. Dawson's going to save some chips by not go ahead and putting him all in pre-flop.
Yeah. Unless a king or an ace would have come on the turn of the river.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's one of those positions that he's playing for the ladder, and do not blame him one bit. You know, that sounds pretty interesting there. Brad saying in the chat, the winner of the Last Longer for Tomorrow takes over the other's live stream. Brad's Monday night stream has a ring to it.
He can have my Monday night stream. I could care less.
That's not true.
And he can start getting all the food for all the live streams and everything that I do too, so. As well as his live stream.
We appreciate each and every one of you in the chat on the social media streams, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Quite a few people watching this
we got a
final
great crowd.
table. Yeah, to see who's going to take home the $1,000 first place prize, see how many bounties they get along the way, and that fantastic belt buckle. Yeah, Brad agrees with me.
Yeah.
Saying you couldn't care less. I disagree.
Nah, I think he's talking about he's not going to go get the food and stuff.
Coffee here under the gun folding his 5-4. Sigma, who's been quiet.
Yeah,
he's waiting for a hand.
He kind of has. He slowed it down here, didn't he? Not Mr. All In.
Mr. All In with Queen Jack offsuit, going to raise him up a little over 2x. 65 to go.
I was in the hand where Hogan picked up all those chips. It was a bad beat. But
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got him on the turn.
He still got him. AA Ron on the button, going to ship it. Ace King offsuit. Looks like it'd be a little over 200,000.
I don't blame him.
It's going to be a tough call for Mr. All In, and he's not even going to think about it. Going to let that one go. Don't blame him. Didn't come this far to hang your hat on Queen Jack offsuit. Shows the Ace King. Let everybody know that he was serious.
Yep. I try not to do that at all today.
Didn't show any hands today?
Yeah, I don't want to give any free information anymore. I don't know. If they want to see it, they can call it, right?
Oh, yeah. And if you are going to show it, I hope you guys are going to be setting up for a different play.
Thanks, Brad. We need to get you back here in the booth. You're the true commentator. He calls for the Cleveland Railroaders.
Really?
Yeah.
And what is that?
A minor league baseball team here.
Cleburne Railroaders.
Railroaders.
And there's the hand Sigma was waiting on here, sizing up the chips. He's not even thinking. Oh, actually, wow, he didn't put it all in. I don't necessarily blame him.
Who is that guy playing in Sigma's spot?
Well, he's got 275,000. That's, I mean, one of those things that just in case, if you want to put out a little raise there, and if it doesn't get through and somebody puts you all in, you have an opportunity to at least get away from it. Brian folding pocket sixes, locking up his chips. AA Ron, ace 4 offsuit, lets that one go.
We corrected it to Cleburne there, buddy.
You said Cleveland. I was thinking, wow, we got a national commentator here. Yeah. Coffee here's thinking about it. He's in the big blind. It's only 30 more or 40 more thousand to him. He does put in the call, so Queen 5 suited. Going to see a flop here against Sigma's pocket eights. Ace 9 deuce here, rainbow. No help to any but a scare card for Sigma.
Coffee should have popped it there.
Yeah, and instead Sigma's going to be the one to rep the ace here. Puts in half a stack, and Coffee's going to have to let that one go. But it's tough to bet into what they call donk lead into a pre-flop raiser when the ace could be in his range 110% of the time. So Tripp, who has been all in multiple times in these last couple tables, the current chip leader, 845,000. Hogan still holding on to his chip at 645.
Freese, did you see the appearances made by the Bandit today?
I saw and recorded and took lots of videos of Smokey the Bandit and his 2 bounty appearances.
I don't know how we're going to top this one, bud. You know,
no
way he can get out of the grasp of the sheriff, because he is on the ball, and Deputy Rhino actually woke up and I think got one-eyed Ron captured, but who knows.
Here's a squeeze play from Sigma. Ace Jack suited, good as the pocket eights after a call from the small blind, and nobody's going to be taking this one, so Sigma going to pick up some more blinds there, so pumping some life back into that chip stack over the 400,000 mark.
There he goes.
Still 9 players.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we haven't lost somebody yet. But
we get down to that final table and people Start folding a little bit more, trying to ladder up. They can see that $1,000 first place prize up for grabs. One of these final 9 going to be taking that with that fantastic belt buckle.
Yes, sir, and $1,000. What a day. That is if the bandit doesn't get to him and get that belt buckle and cash.
Smokey the Bandit. Aaron, Ace King, gonna make the call of Mr. All-In's ace tray here. The gatekeeper, Ace 5 suited. King Queen for coffee, gonna fold it. So we're gonna go all in, heads up, Mr. All In, ace tray way behind Aaron's Ace King. Aaron's had Ace King a couple times here, these tables here. So Mr. All In looking for a 3, a couple deuces and a 7, no help. 7 on the turn. That is gonna be some, yeah, they're gonna chop that one up. Saved by the turn there, Mr. All In. The 3 and the king do not play. Deuces and 7s on the board, so no harm, no foul for the ace tray. It gets half the money back.
I like that idea. I like that idea.
You know, Reese would love to play poker again. What are you talking about? Bounty or not, I never get to play poker anymore. I am always running all over the place, running events, and having a good time doing it. Wouldn't do anything else, but I miss the game. I missed the game. I don't even know if I would be any good anymore, Patty.
Yeah, I lit off the game for quite a while. Played golf and said, man, I'm not that great at golf. I'll go back to playing poker. Not that I'm that great at poker, but I'm doing all right. I've had a month to remember, that's for sure.
I spend my time traveling around to all the markets that we have here. And always enjoy coming here to Burleson, Poker House, Fort Worth. Always have great events here, great people. It's a good place to be, and I love the live stream. Sigma here going to put some of those chips to work. Going to just, looks like he bidded min raise there. No, he just called the 40. Blinds are 20 and 40,000 now.
Yeah.
So he's going to play his button, 5 deuce suited. Mr. All In going to check his option. So we've got 3 ways to a flop here. Queen 10, ace 7, and 5 deuce. 9 deuce 4 on this flop. So Sigma flops the lead with the 5 deuce. Let's see if he acts like it. Actually, he's going to get shoved.
Yeah.
Mr. Coffee, ace 7, going to take the lead into this one. 145,000. You know, it's different for Sigma here to call this off rather than bet it. He's going to get a count here.
What's he asking for?
He's asking for
the bounty chip in?
He does lay down the deuce. Queen 10 into the muck. So great bet there by Coffee. Pick up that pot there. He shows the 7. Well done.
Yes, sir, we did. Well, Kyle, I don't know if you tuned into Facebook today, but if you haven't, go on there and look at the videos that we've been doing Facebook Live with today. And just like I said before, Reese, I know I've said it's been a fun tournament. It's been a fun day, but
not over yet. There's still quite a bit of action here at this final table. We've had a blast, though. I can definitely say of all the events that I do throughout the year, I haven't had characters running around with plastic guns.
You've never had 2 clowns dress up and blow up horses and run around the poker house?
Can't say I've had that go on.
Oh, okay.
It's been a blast. Sigma here in the cutoff, going to try to pick up some of these blinds. Big raise there to 120,000 with a king jack offsuit. Mr. All In 4-3 suited. Would love to see a flop, but has to let that one go. Hogan queen jack, looking to see how much it is. It'd be for about a third of a stack, quarter of a stack.
He's put those chips down on lockdown. He was very aggressive earlier at the table that I was playing with him at.
Yeah, we haven't seen him play a hand yet here at this final table. I think he's played one, actually, but I think he was in the blind. He's looking at the odds here. Goes ahead and lets that one go. It's a good thing he was way behind, didn't know it. So Sigma building back up over that 400,000 chip mark.
We had fun doing it, bud. Fun seems to be the word of the day. I'll have to think of another one.
It's definitely been that. There's not a better word for it.
We are still at 9 on the final table to Patty Mack's Bounty Tournament 2, Reese.
It's gone
None of these guys want to give up a spot.
No, I'm telling you, I was expecting, you got several people with way less than 10 bigs. But the ladders are real here at this final table. Only 110 for the next person out. 1,000 up top. Sigma definitely not playing for that 110.
Chips and now he's ready to play.
9-8 suited. See if he can steal some of those blinds, and it's going to work again. That's so he's picking up some healthy chips, and he shows that one 9-8. I think he's planning on having the goods next time when they call him.
That guy's like the Energizer Bunny.
Oh yeah,
constantly going.
Sigma is by far one of the most aggressive and active players at Poker House of Fort Worth, but does well doing so.
That's how realistic the production was. Kyle didn't even know it was a costume. He thought it was a real horse I was riding around on inside of Poker House Fort Worth.
There's not many other places I could imagine it. I loved it. You have to go back and watch our Facebook videos that we've done today.
Mr. All In, pocket threes.
Trying to get it in while he's ahead, 168,000. Hogan here has not relinquished his hand on the button. Ace-5 offsuit, but I don't think he's probably going to make that call. You're going to be a lot behind a lot of the time. But
grabbing for chip.
Nope, he's going to play it. Ace-5 offsuit, going to make that call.
Wow. Well,
and Tripp here's got a little bit of thought. 785 in his stack is only 175.
I don't think he's going to lay it down, isn't he? Wow.
Well, after Hogan calls, I can see the lay down there. Ron not going to get involved, so.
I thought they might team up on him there.
Yeah, but pocket threes are going to be just ahead of the Ace-5 of Hogan. Big hand here for Mr. All In. Got it in ahead. We'll see if it holds. Looking to dodge an ace or a 5 on this flop. 2s, 4, 10, another 4, needing an ace or a 5 on the river.
Done.
Mr. All In was alive all the way to the end. A great run for Mr. All In. 9th place, 110, and he had 5 bounties at the feature table. So
yes, sir.
If he's got at least $100 in his pocket, if he didn't knock anybody out on the outer table.
Oh, I forgot to do that too. And Rhino would be doing this. That ends Mr. All In's day, but he had a great tournament.
He had quite a few chips throughout the entirety of the tournament. A definitely experienced poker player, and from the industry as well. For those that know Mr. All In, been a part of the industry a long time, and definitely an experienced poker player.
Here we go now.
Brought him to the final table. Gatekeeper, ace, queen, all in. Sigma now lays 10. Can he actually fold? It's easy to shove with, harder to call. Counting up the odds here. Looks like he's got about almost 500,000. Does lay it down. See if anyone else wakes up with anything else. Hogan with those newfound chips. Be for about a quarter of them. Does he want to try? He does. He's going to use the suited connectors to try to run down a big hand.
He didn't play any hands, and now all of a sudden he's playing, but he just.
At 8-9 suited, those suited connectors are dangerous hands.
They are.
And you got to remember also, $25 for every time you knock someone out.
True.
That does come into the calculations. 7 trade, deuce, no help. 6 on the turn gives him open-ended. Tons of outs to fade for the ace-queen. 5 comes in, and so Hogan chooses the right time to play the suited connectors, making that river straight.
Wow.
And the gatekeeper eliminated in 8th place. Great run. Did you get to see him play any?
I
today?
did. He picked up all of his chips on a wild hand that I think it was 5, 4, 8 on the board. He had pocket trips. The guy that pushed all in had a straight already, 6-7. He had the straight.
Oh.
And he picked up an 8 on the turn and wiped out Big Polo.
Made the boat. Yeah.
Yeah. Ross, the first place was $1,000 today.
$1,000. That's going to put Hogan the first player over the million chip mark.
Yep.
So he came in with a big stack, put it to work, called with the right cards at the right time.
And he picked up both of the knockout chips
Yeah.
on this final table. So
Yeah,
picked up another $50 for his efforts.
He's in a great position here to navigate this final table.
He is.
7 players remain. Trip
Gonna
here.
play 8-7. No, he folded 8-7 this time.
Trip here, who's had a roller coaster of a feature and final table, picks up ace-4 suited, just makes the call. Dawson gonna defend his small blind, and Coffee checks his options. So we're gonna go 3 ways to a flop. 3 ways, big blinds. That's 120 in the middle. Every pot valuable at this level of the tournament. 10, 4, 7, all 3 hearts and no hearts in any player's hands. Bottom pair for Trip currently in the lead. And he's going to bet it out, Patty Mack.
Absolutely. He's got the more chips than the other 2 guys. He knows they've got to risk their whole entire stack.
Yep,
So.
puts in the 75,000 and picks up that pot there. So the rich get richer, 865, creeping up on the Hogan's chip lead at a little over 1 million chips.
Good play on his part.
Yep, great bet there by Trip. As you see, chip leader Hogan just over 1 million, all the way down to Brian and Dawson. Brian at 195 and Dawson at 135. Both players underneath, what is that, 5-7 bigs.
Yeah, when I was playing at the table with Hogan, I looked over at him and said, "You've got 1/6 of the chips in play."
Oh, so he's had a big chip stack for a while.
Yep. And he's been using it well.
Pocket aces for Brian. He's had jacks a couple times, and now it's been upgraded. Oh, a little bit of a sneaky limp here. Trip pocket 10s, so we're going to see some fireworks on this one here as Trip's grabbing some raising chips. Looks like it's going to be 125,000 to go. And
Coffee goes all in.
Did Coffee go all in?
He did.
No, at least so.
Oh, did he?
He folded. Looks like he folded. Sigma
sorry.
getting out of the way. Brian's going to put in the rest of his chips here, I'm sure.
I'm sorry. I thought I saw Coffee push his chips in. It was his card.
There goes his chips, and Trip's going to be forced to make this call. Big pot. Pocket 10s versus the pocket aces of Brian.
Brian slow rolled his aces over there.
Yeah, got maximum rewards for his limp. And so 450,000 pot, big pot here. Aces looking to dodge a 10 on this flop. Oh, right on the top on the flop. Top set for Trip. Brian now down to an ace and only an ace on this river. Can he hit the miracle trips? Does not happen. And so Trip with his set boat on the river eliminates Brian, who had a tough time of it here. He got pocket jacks twice, got hurt once. Had some good hands that just didn't hold up for him. And Mr. Brian out in 7th place, but he's shuffling a stack of $25 bounties there, Patty.
Yeah, he had a good day.
Yep, having to hand one over there to Mr. Trip. And so Brian eliminated in 7th place with a few bounty chips for his efforts. Great run. I believe $160 for his payout, plus what looked like at least another 100 in bounties. So great day for him. And then there were 6.
Yes, sir. And every win on this final table has been from coming behind. They had the worst hand.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True.
So you never know.
You always want to have the best hand in Hold'em, but that doesn't mean it's going to end up there.
That's right. Trip takes the lead, too, in chips.
Yep, 1.1 million takes over from Hogan. So now it's going to be Ron, Coffee, and Dawson looking to try to get their hand to hold and double up, if not more, against this field.
Yeah, double up or triple up in some form or fashion.
Hogan to the big blind. Is the graphics correct here? It should be in the big blind here. We'll let the graphics catch up. If that's his actual hand, you may see him defend the Queen 10 suited short-handed. Let the graphics play catch up. Sigma ace 8 of diamonds in the small blind. Looks like he raised it up. And like I said, Hogan having the very pretty short-handed Queen 10 suited. Looks like Sigma made it about 180,000.
Thanks, Rhino. Thank you for your part in it, too, bud.
Well, Rhino, huge part in it with that belt we showed earlier. Fantastic belt. And Hogan's not going to defend. I thought he might, but Sigma might have bet just enough to get out of his range there.
He showed, too, didn't he?
Don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan Wells in the chat. Mr. Rhino eliminated. He was at the...
He finished 11th.
11th place. 11th place in this tournament.
Just in the money, and he's probably over there playing cash right now.
Watching the stream from the Outer Toes. Had a couple cash games going. It is a Saturday night here at Poker House Fort Worth. Lots of stuff still left to do. We have the Fortune Frenzy going on. I think it's up to, what, $6,000, I think last I saw?
I think that's what I saw today.
Yeah, that's a pretty big promotion. People try to run for it here. 4-hour blocks, just like the Flush Frenzy. You're trying to make 4 hands. Talk more about that as Hogan completes the small. Tripp going to check his option. 10-8 versus Jack 8. Tough shape here for Hogan. Queen, Queen 8. Both players making 2 pair.
Wow.
Hogan does check, and Tripp's going to bet it out here. And Hogan may peel one more street. It's the 2 chip leaders here, and I don't know if they want to battle with each other necessarily, but if 2 people could, they could. He is going to go ahead and peel another card. Jenny on the turn puts a 9, and no help to the player. It does give Tripp a gut shot and Hogan a gut shot.
Yeah. They're both looking for each other's cards.
And Tripp not slowing down here. I like it. Goes ahead and bets out 60,000. Down bets a little bit. Hogan with the extra equity of the Jack could convince himself to call. It's about a 1/10 of a stack. We'll see here if he wants to peel one more river, try to catch that miracle gut shot.
No.
Nope, decides against it, lets it go. I think it's a good fold. And Tripp going to increase his chip lead.
Yep, I think he nailed it on the head. They didn't want to get involved with each other, or at least
That's
Hogan did yet.
Got to have chip stack awareness. See that he's the only one that can take all of your stack.
Yeah.
So Dawson, who had some big hands early, is the short stack, 135,000, looking to try to make a move. He's going to be big blind at next hand, so
Yeah.
you know he's wanting to look down at a good one here. Does not see it. King 3 offsuit into the muck. Sigma ace 6. Any ace is good for this fella here. See if he wants to make a move, try to pick up some blinds.
Of course he
Yeah.
does.
Double-handed raise there. Looks like 280. 280 to play on this.
I don't even know how you can spot that so quick.
Been doing it a long time. What can I say? Tripp here with a little bit of a decision. Small blind, lots of chips. King at 10 suited, knowing that Sigma's range is wide open. Stacks up some calling chips. It is it's a good chunk of a stack.
Yeah, he definitely called.
Yep, there it is there. So we're going to see a flop. 400,000 in the middle. Big flop here. We'll see if Sigma keeps up the aggression and if Tripp can catch any of this flop to have any kind of
defense. Streak stays alive with the worst hand winning. There we go.
There it is. King high board here. And Tripp checks it. Does not announce his position. And I like that little sneaky play. If he checks it again, you may see Sigma bet here on the turn. Oh, and he's going to fire it, and it's not going to let Sigma's hand's going to be cuffed. Yep, has to let that one go. So big pot there as Tripp picks up that one there from Sigma.
Yep.
Decides to defend the blind, the small blind that he was in with King 10 suited, and it works out for him. Like you said, coming from behind the worst hand holding up.
And a lot of people, Reese, would have lost their entire stack there. Oh, my goodness, who is that?
What is that? Oh, Smokey the
Bandit's back.
Smokey the Bandit.
I heard him holler, I'll be back for Patty Mack's Bounty Tournament 3. There's no way he's going to stay alive that long. We got too many people hunting him down.
He had 2 bounties delivered today, $500 apiece.
Yes. What I was saying right before the Bandit walked in there is that a lot of players would have gone broke on that hand right there. They're shoving with any ace. And proves what a good player that Sigma is.
Yeah, did slow down when needed, but here he is putting the rest of it in with the Queen Jack offsuit. See if anybody wakes up with anything to combat with, or if he's going to pick up some blinds here from Aaron and Dawson. He does. So gets 60,000 chips back. These blinds are big and bigger here on these chip stacks. So don't go anywhere. This isn't going to last too much longer. These guys are playing for $1,000 first place prize and that fantastic belt buckle that Rhino provided here for this fantastic tournament. You see him there in the chat. Definitely shout out to him for the belt buckle. And Patty Mack here sitting next to me for even making this thing happen.
Hey, thank y'all. It's been a blast. Hope to probably do it again.
I'm sure we will, and I hope that I'm here, and maybe I'll get a little character assigned to me.
Yeah. What did we say? You'd make a good mare or B-hand or something?
Yeah. Hogan here in the hijack going to raise this one up, looking like 90,000, a full 100,000 to go, and Dawson put in his last 75. He was in the small blind, lost his big blind last time, so good enough.
Here we go.
Coffee going to rejam over the top of that. And Hogan with big stack going to be forced to call them both.
You would think so.
He's in for 100. It's only 125 more to him. You got to put that last little bit in, especially if it's a double knockout. So Hogan trying to eliminate 2 separate players here. Dawson going to be in the smallest pot here, followed by Coffee. King Jack versus Ace Jack versus King Queen. All 3 players definitely having each other's out. So Coffee in the lead with the Ace Jack. Hogan looking for a queen and only a queen. And Dawson's in tough shape. And they need a lot of diamonds or some straight cards here.
Yep, nobody's going to fold that right there, though. So.
No, having his king out kicked with the queen, having his jack out kicked by the ace. So 3 players, no more action. All players on a 4-4-8 board, no help between one. Ace Jack still standing tall. 7 on the turn, no help. Dawson cannot win. Hogan looking for a queen and only a queen. Doesn't get there. So Coffee going to get the almost full triple up. Not quite, since Dawson was shorter stack with him, but still going to get a over $500,000 pot, Patty Mack.
Yes, sir. That ends Dawson's day, but he played well today.
He fought through that feature table and survived a couple all-ins and got all the way down to 6th place.
Oh, they're doing the, I forgot the Survivor.
The last longer.
Yeah.
Yep, lots of you see lots of players doing that all over the markets. The last longer.
Sigma may be the last one in too. In that, I believe.
Yeah,
I don't know if I don't think Trip got in on it. So.
Yeah, the players all pitching money amongst each other to see who lasts the longest, and whoever claims that title gets all that money. It's run by the players, just for the players. So we'll see. He handed some money over to Sigma, so maybe that was it.
Yep. And James is there chiming in. I wonder if he finally got home. He was hustling it today, Reese.
Oh, he was.
Oh, man, I saw him fixing the front door at one point, throwing
moving
his jacket,
chairs, hauling tables,
cleaning, bussing, vacuuming.
just all in on this event today.
Yeah, I got a great employee right there, man.
Oh, yeah, everybody loves James. Can be found most mornings here at Poker House Fort Worth running that noon tournament.
Yes, sir. We call him Jazzy Hands James. Plays that music.
Hogan under the gun, ace king, fold. No, we have the same errors. Okay, he's in the big blind. It's hard to say. That would have made sense. So let the graphics play some catch up here.
Let's see if
Hogan has the ace king in that big blind, may see some defense going on here. Sigma looks like he's side eyeing Hogan over there, and looks like he made the call.
Yeah.
And here comes the bet from Hogan. And Sigma not gonna be able to come along with the 6-5, just trying to see a cheap flop, and Hogan shows him the goods. Lets him know that's what he wasn't messing around.
Yep, and all you can do is hope that you can see the flop, like you said, with the 6-5 and hit something on the flop.
5 players remaining. Next elimination, $230. Not bad for a $75 tournament, plus your bounties. The luck distribution Trip. Again, this is based upon the software's percentage base on to win the pot. Trip has chased down the better hands the most here at this feature table and final table.
He got a lot of his chips on the 10s versus aces.
He did. Yeah, that was a big one there. A definite tournament changer. No players here picking up much. Hogan in the small blind, queen 7. Does he want to try to raise this up and steal it from Trip, or does he not want to combat? Yep, he raised it up and Trip immediately folds.
So nice play by Hogan.
Yeah, big stacks. Sitting right there, you don't want to mess around too much. So good aggression there by Hogan. Once again, 5 players left. Next one out, 230. And then builds on up. Second place is 545, and then $1,000 bills up top for first place.
Yes, sir. And James is saying a great turnout and a lot of fun had. Thank you for all your hustle today, buddy.
Yeah, big shout out to James and all the staff.
Yeah, all the staff that helped put this thing together. Took a lot of planning. A lot of people don't know what goes into these things, but you know, they show up 10 minutes before game time and play. But we had a lot of planning going on, a lot of conversations, a lot of back and forth, and I think it went almost perfect, Reese.
Well, at the end of the day, every one we do gets a little bit better, a little bit more people involved, and that's all that we can expect is to get better and better and better, and can't wait for the next one.
Only way it wasn't perfect is we don't see Patty Mack still at the table.
I will say, though, this belt buckle is going to be hard to top. It is a fantastic first-place trophy piece.
Yeah, that's what keeps making it harder and harder is what do we do next? There goes Aaron.
Aaron, ace-9, suited in the small blind, 262 in the middle, coffee not waking up with anything, so he's going to get that big blind in his stack, much needed.
Yeah, where is Rhino? Rhino, bring me some of those cookies back here.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I didn't get either. Aaron, who just picked up a big blind there on the all-in, defends his button 60,000 9-8. Coffee putting in the rest of his stack with the ace deuce offsuit. Sigma ace-8. Hard to fold an ace when you got 60,000 out there in the big blind. Only 275 left, but does let it go. And so now a tough spot here for Aaron. He picked up a big blind last time by going all in and then put it back in the middle here, trying to play the button with the 9-8. But I don't think you can call this off, Patty.
I don't think so. He's come a long ways. Yeah. Let it go.
Rhino says maybe do a ring next time.
A ring?
Instead of a belt
like
buckle.
Doorbell? Doorbell?
Nice big. I could only imagine what kind of ring Rhino would get.
Yeah, Rhino, you get it made. Sounds good, buddy.
We see your belt buckle. I would like to see what you would do getting a ring made.
Yeah. We could go to the same designers that made the World Series ring for the Rangers.
Some of those are some very nice, hefty rings.
Yes, sir.
Tripp here under the gun, 1.3 in his stack. Queen Jack offsuit, going to grab some calling chips. Can make that call for 60,000. Blinds are 30 and 60,000.
He says he's got it, Reese. He can take care of it. All right, you're on, buddy.
Sigma here going to defend his small, calling the 60,000 5-4. Hogan checking his option. We're going 3 ways to a flop. 180,000 in the middle. Jenny putting out 3 cards. 5, 4, 8, 2 hearts.
Wow.
2 pair for Sigma. Top pair for Hogan. And Sigma wasting no time. Doesn't have a whole lot here. And is going to get the call here by Hogan more often than not, Patty.
He's going to call.
He's got top pair. Tough to do, 5-handed.
Yeah, 4 or 5-handed, whatever they have, and he's got top pair.
And there it is. He does make the call. Tripp here with 2 overs. No real backdoor draws. Probably gonna have to let this one go. One last look, wishing it was something else. Lets it go. So Sigma here in the lead, 5-4. Bottom 2 pair. Hogan top pair 8 with a 10 kicker. Sigma looking to dodge an 8 or some running pairs and get a full double up here courtesy of Hogan. 9 on the turn. No player having hearts. No danger there. And a jack on the river.
Oh, that would have hit.
Yeah,
but it wouldn't help them.
Yeah, no. So 5-4 going to stand up. So the best hand actually holds, even though it was the worst hand pre-flop. So your theory still holds, Patty Mack.
Yes, sir.
Ryan, we're going to figure it out.
When is Rhino's Bounty Tournament 3? I guess when he knocks off the sheriff, I guess.
Well, you got to have 2 of your own first before you get to the third. This
right.
Is Patty Mack's
exactly. You can't even qualify for your own tournament yet, Rhino. Did you know that, Reese?
He hasn't qualified for the runner
He was
yet?
the mastermind behind the sit and go 1 month tournament, and he hasn't even qualified for his own tournament.
Got 2 more to go. 2 more to go.
1.
Oh, 1.
1 he's got to make it. The last one's the final.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So tomorrow, Rhino's going to be going to make his own final table.
Yes, sir, on Monday evening.
That's fantastic. Coffee here in the cutoff.
And, of course, you know, the week that I went to Bahamas, I look up and they've got it changed from Patty Mack's live stream with an X through my name, and it says Rhino's live stream.
10-8 king on this flop. Top 2 pair for Coffee. No help to Trip. It's going to go check. Coffee being tricky.
Coffee.
7 on the turn.
Nice play.
Trip hasn't been known to dry bet here, so Coffee's going to have to do something here to try to get paid off. It's just not going to work now that we've seen the river. Bets out 75, trying to see if Coffee has anything, but does not. So yeah, they had the house party in your house while you were in the Bahamas, huh?
Yeah. He said he outlasted the sheriff. That's because the sheriff was chasing around the bandit the whole time, and you were sitting on your buttocks.
True. He got 11th. He got 18th.
Yep, he's playing some good poker, too.
I was ecstatic to see both of y'all make the draw for the feature table, at least. Both of y'all on stream.
I got a little screen time there, Reese. All of 2 hands, I think, 3 hands, whatever it was.
You got it in nice. There's nothing wrong with the play. Sigma here in the cutoff, Queen 8 suited.
What do they say? Your worst play is your last play? I don't know.
I don't know about that for me. But nope. Sigma here going to put in majority of his stack with Queen 8, trying to pick up some blinds. It gets through Hogan the button.
Yeah, it's going to get all the way
and
through.
Aaron not going to have anything, so Sigma here going to pick up an extra 60,000 in chips in the blinds for his aggression.
You did, my man. You cashed 11th place. Well done today.
Both of y'all ran really well. You know, you got 110 people, Patty Mack.
Yeah.
110 people. You got 18th, you got 11th. That's a huge run.
Yeah, it was pretty, and like I said, it was fun, fantastic along the way.
I mean, let's be fair. Smokey the Bandit, his first bounty lasted 11 minutes.
Was it that long? You sure? I don't even think it was that long.
At least that's what it was between Facebook posts.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even think it was 11 minutes.
Sigma here under the gun lets the Jack 9 go over to Hogan. Ace 8, any kind of ace. This is short-handed, might be playable, and he does, in fact, reach for some raising chips. Looks like 200, 1,000 to go. Trip not having, only 150. Trip letting his hand go.
We haven't had any, Tyler. We don't know how the goodies are. I'm sure they were good.
I'm crossing my fingers that there's some of those cookies left. They looked fantastic. Shout out to who made those again?
Sherry.
Mrs. Sherry.
Sherry Zimmerman.
They were fantastic.
Yosemite Sam. Rhino, make yourself useful. Bring some of those cookies back here to Reese and I.
Listen to us eat some cookies on stream. It's worth it for me right now. Hand number 59, final table. Few left. Hogan, pocket kings under the gun. What kind of sizing can he make it to get some action? Looks like 125 to go. Let's see if anybody wakes up with anything to go. Nothing for a Trip or Aaron. Coffee in the small blind. King 4 suited. Not going to work for him, I don't think. Nope, he's throwing his blind in there, being courteous to the dealer. Sigma going to defend 7-3 suited. So here we are, a heads up, $280,000 pot. 7-3 suited versus pocket kings. Action still to come. Ace 8-4 scare card for the kings, Patty.
Yeah. Will Sigma represent it? No, he's not going to get a chance.
He's going to check it. Hogan here going to go ahead and see where he stands with his kings, and Sigma here not going to be able to continue. Doesn't quite connect with the 7-3. And Rhino, I thought I told you not to leave until we had a chance to chit-chat. I wanted to say thank you for all that you did with Patty Mack and everybody here. But
you did tell him that. I heard you.
It's not. It's been a long day though.
It has been.
Understandable.
Hunter, thank you. Thank you for playing, bud. Appreciate it. Hope to see you at Rhino's Bounty Tournament 3 next time.
Well, whoever's namesake it is, there'll be another one of these.
Yes, sir. I believe there might be.
There's still 5 people left in Patty Mack's Bounty number 2. They're playing for a $1,000 first place cash prize and that fantastic belt buckle. Sigma here in the small blind. Does he want to try to snag the big blind away from Hogan after he took his last one? Grabbing a stack of blue chips there. Counting something out.
He's going to make, yeah.
He does
make some kind of move.
Yeah, bet. Hogan there not waking up with anything, so it's going to work. He's going to get that big blind back.
Shows him the dirty dapper.
And 3 deuce off suit. Rhino, we understand. It has been a long day for everybody, but it's been a fun day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank Poker House for the pizza, too, this time.
I actually got a couple slices. Did you get some? Did you get some pizza?
I did. I got 2 slices.
Yeah, it was good pizza.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the wait staff that helped get that out, because they were being quite crowded there at the snack booth window to get some of that pizza.
Yes, sir. There was a mad rush to it. I told you that's the way it always is.
Aaron here, frustrated, under the gun. Going to be big blind next time, so chooses to go to 10-8, trying to pick him up the blinds there. Well, he's going to be big blind next time for almost half his stack, so I understand, but Sigma's going to wake up with enough to call him down here. Ace-10 offsuit, Aaron in bad shape.
You could say that.
10-8 going to be versus Ace-10 of Sigma, 260,000 in the pot. It's going to give Sigma a healthy stack if he wins this, and definitely some life back into Aaron if he can catch an 8 or some straight cards. Hogan here actually with Ace-7 suited. He's got the chips to, oh no, Sigma raised. Sigma tried to isolate here. I don't hate it. Hogan here with not much of a decision, but still a little bit tilting to have to let that one go, as you can see it there in his fold. Trip not having anything to do with it, and so Sigma's going to get some of those chips back, and we're going to go off to an all-in heads-up Ace-10 versus 10-8. Aaron at risk. You see his green $25 cash chip, bounty chip there in that pot, $25 per knockout here in this bounty tournament. Jenny to a flop. Ace right smack dab in the window. Yep. Queen 4. Huge lead there for Sigma 5. It's going to be sealing the deal, and we're going to say goodbye to Mr. Aaron. Fantastic run, 5th place finish. Great performance here in this Patty Mack Bounty Tournament 2.
Absolutely, and congratulations to him for taking me out on his second hat, too.
Yeah, he does have that second hat. That's fantastic. So Sigma back up healthy.
Absolutely.
About 885,000 chips, 4 players remaining.
Hey, Aaron that I talked into playing this morning played excellent. Got 5th place.
Yep. He got $230 plus all the bounties.
Yes, sir. I think he had quite a few bounties.
Yeah, I think he had a few. I know he had a couple coming into the final 2 tables.
And picked up another one from me, so he at least made $230 today. And thank you, Chuck, for dealing and your hard work today, too.
Oh, yeah, Chuck did a great job along with the other staff here. Sigma here with these newfound chips, going to put them right back to work. 200,000 to go with these pocket deuces. Quick folds from all the way around the table.
I think we're going to see it starting to wind up pretty soon, Reese. It's been a long day, and these guys are going to start pushing some hands, I think.
Well, you got Sigma, who is by far the most aggressive at the table with all of the chips, so he's going to be pushing the action. The only player above 1 million trip now, Sigma 975, Hogan back down to 655, and Coffee a little over 500,000. So each one of these players still has enough chips to hurt any one other player. So no one's quite on life support just yet. Everybody's making everybody else think. Trip here on the button with King Queen offsuit, grabbing some raisin chips. Looks like 202 plays. See if anybody has anything. Does not. And so Trip going to pick up some more blinds.
Absolutely. That might put him in the chip lead.
Real close to it. Him and Sigma, yeah.
They're right there at 1 and 2. Yep. Takes it back over barely.
Yep. Hand number 64. We started this stream with 2 tables of 9, a feature table and an outer table. Hand 64 later down to the last 4.
Yes, sir. And what a day it's been. Trip. We don't know what he had. Hogan looks like he has ace deuce.
Yeah, it looks like every time Hogan's the big blind, we've had a little bit of graphical problems, but got the ace deuce in the big.
Oh.
Sigma ace queen. You know he's going to be raising this one up here, and this is when Sigma's most dangerous, when he's been on a roll of raising pre-flop and then he wakes up with one. Did he just call for real?
Nah, I don't think so. It looks like he...
No, he shipped it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense. And Hogan here, like I said, he just doesn't believe it. You don't want to believe Sigma, but you can't fold it. You have too many chips here to...
He did show that hand.
Yeah.
He did show ace queen.
Yeah, just under $1 million still. Still quite a few people on our social medias, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch watching this final 4 of the Patty Mack Bounty Tournament 2. We
sir.
appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and following us all the way to the winner of that fantastic belt buckle and that $1,000 first place prize. Chats are open, communicating with us. Let us know if you played, who you're rooting on out of these last 4. We appreciate each and every one of you for tuning into the stream.
Yes, sir, and we hope they'll join us again on Monday for, what is Rhino's March Mayhem?
Rhino's March Mayhem on Monday.
And Brad's Wild Stream on Wednesday.
That's it. Hogan here going to raise it up with the pocket deuces, take down the big blind there. And looks like we're going to have Jake back in the box.
Okay. They trading out every 20 minutes or so?
It could be 30-minute levels.
Okay.
Time flies whenever you're commentating.
Well, Ross says coffee's the only one that he knows.
And it could be
All of these guys play here, though.
could be having a discussion at this point. Patty Mack actually, because I still see
I believe that's what they're doing.
still see here there in the box. So they might be thinking what to do with all that money. Might be making some wheeling and dealing here. We'll find out as soon as we can. But let's talk a little bit about what we do have coming up while they discuss this.
So why don't we all take 500 and then 150 or is first place together next
Get some of the stuff up here. Again, the road to Vegas. We've talked about that a few times. The tournaments here at Poker House Fort Worth get you some points.
Yes, absolutely. These guys are going to earn points for today's tournament, too. All these 4 players left are going to get points.
And maybe they'll catch up to the chip leader. I'm not sure who that is right here, but maybe. But, yeah, the road to Vegas $10,000 main event seats. There you see the progressive fortune jackpot. You make 4 hands in 4 hours. Broadway straight, a set with a pocket pair, an ace-high flush of any suit, and full house 7s or better. And I believe that's a $6,000 pot right now.
Yes, sir.
We had
all
someone,
cash games.
Yeah, I had someone here earlier yesterday, I believe. No, earlier today.
With 3.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 of them. I think all he needed was the full house, and I haven't heard any hooting and hollering and clapping. So
yeah,
I
my
don't
guess
know
would
if
be he hadn't hit it.
didn't quite make it. Of course, there you see every day at noon free rolls here at Poker House Fort Worth. That's always a great time. Those lunchtime free rolls, $500 guaranteed. And the $1,000 Deuces Wild free roll. Have you played in the Deuces Wild tournament?
I played in the first one. It's
What'd
the
you
learning
think?
experience.
Learning experience. We all played Deuces Wild, in fact, when we were young. But this time we're playing it for some money, $1,000
Ace king,
guaranteed.
ace queen, none of that stuff's good. Pocket jacks, no good.
I have yet to play in one. I'm excited about it. Deuces Wild free roll on Thursday nights. And then our big ones, the $1,500 guaranteed free roll bomb pot tournaments. Those are always way over that guarantee, Patty Mack.
Tomorrow night's tournament's the biggest one we have out here, Reese, and there's usually 50
Yeah.
people in that thing.
Sunday nights are fantastic here at Poker House Fort Worth. For those that don't know, it's just a standard free roll tournament, first bullet free, and then you do the bomb pots every level change. Adds a little twist there to the free rolls. And then our normal free rolls on Thursday and Saturday, $1,500 guaranteed. We were some of the first ones to put the bomb pots in the free roll tournament. And you start seeing a lot more places do it as people found out it's pretty fun.
Working out great, and people see that $1,500 guaranteed. I'm telling you, it's been way over that
Oh, yeah.
the
The Sundays
last
are
few
huge
weeks.
there.
$3,800 tub the other night.
Yeah. There we talked about Rhinos Sit and Go Mania.
Yes.
Tomorrow, 323 said that's the last one to qualify. Top 3 move on. It's a shotgun tournament format. 9 players. Top 3 advance to the finals next Sunday. And then Brad's game Wednesdays on right here, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. 1-2 with the 6-4 side game. What do they play for that 6-4? How much money do you have to pay? Do you get paid for winning?
$10.
$10
That's
a
no
person.
normal 1-2 game either. That plays more like a 2-5
Oh, no,
game.
yeah, that's Brad's game. It's a 1-2 with a suggested 1-2. And then our Congress streams on Thursdays, 7:15, 5-card PLO high-low. For those that don't know, Congress stream, it's definitely an interesting game, a growing game across the state. We've been playing Congress a lot more in multiple markets. A lot of people stepping it up to 5 cards high-low. Have you played that game yet?
I'm not into that game. I'm hard enough. I can't even commentate that game, much less play it.
I've commentated a few of them, and it is hard. And then, of course, your Patty Mack's game Mondays, 7:15, and that'll be Not this Monday. It'll be 2 weeks from this Monday, right?
Yes.
If we don't
Be back.
continue, if we don't continue Rhino's sit and goes.
Yeah. A lot of people are enjoying that Rhino sit and go.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens out there. But all the tournaments up until June 1st, get you the points for the road to Vegas to try to win that $10,000 main event seat. Let me pull up here a little bit more about that into the details here.
The other thing is we keep mentioning the tournaments, but it also giving away one for cash.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was just about to get into here.
Okay.
We're going to have 2 different tournaments to get into this a little bit more. For every hour you play of cash games here at Poker House Fort Worth, you're earning chips towards that cash game tournament. It's a just normal tournament that the cash game players will get to play in. You see there on your screen, or if you can't, if you're just listening, 20 to 40 hours of cash game activity between March 1st and June 1st gets you $10,000 in chips, and then it goes on up to 300 hours plus gets you 100,000 in starting chips for that qualifying tournament where the first place player is going to get the $10,000 main event seat. And then our tournament qualifiers. You play in any of our noon or evening tournaments, you get chips based upon placement. 5th place gets you 250 in the noon tournament, up to 3,000 for first place in the noon tournament. And then the evening tournament's worth double, a little bit, most of them double, 500 points for 5th and 6,000 points for first place. Plenty of ways to get into this final 2 tournaments. Again, 2 separate tournaments, 2 tickets, an $11,000 main event package in each tournament, $10,000 seat into the WSOP main event 2025 coming up in July, plus $1,000 money to get there.
I'm hoping to be one of them.
Yeah, you're well on the way with many other, and we're
If
definitely
somebody's here for 300 hours, do they ever go home?
300 hours. You know, I put in 300 hours.
I'm trying to figure out the math on that almost.
It's quite a
What is
bit.
that,
But
playing
we
here
do,
for a month straight?
but we do have quite a few. These players are discussing. We're going to take us a quick break to figure out and see if these guys have made a deal. But do not fear. No matter what the deal is, we're going to play down to a winner no matter what and see who gets that belt buckle. So hang in there for just one moment, and we will be right back.
Don't go anywhere.
And we see Jake here back in action, shuffling the cards. There was a deal made. The final 4 players have chopped up the money. There it is, you see on the screen. All 4 players getting $450, except for first place, taking home $800 total, and this fantastic belt buckle. So each one of these 4 players guaranteed a $450 payday, and then $800 for the first place and that fantastic belt buckle.
Yes, sir.
So great turnout for these final 4 players, and so they are playing. They all have got $450 apiece. We'll have to see what they do with their bounties, Patty Mack.
Yeah, it's a good day for all of them, and like you said, they've made up at least 100 or probably a piece on the bounties.
Yeah, the bounties.
And that buckle.
Yeah, the buckle and $800 for first place. All 4 players taking home at least $450, and then the first place player getting his $450 plus some, totaling $800 for first place and the belt buckle. So these guys still have plenty to play for here in this Patty Mack Bounty Tournament 2. So just because there was a deal made doesn't mean the poker is over, and they're still playing for quite a bit of money. And like I said, title of a great tournament.
Still anybody's game, too. Even though Coffee's got 445, all he's got to do is double up one time. Be right back with them.
Hogan here in the big blind. It shows him under the gun, but like I said, we've had some graphical issues on that one, and it corrects itself here pretty shortly.
I want to see one of these guys come walking in next week with that belt buckle on.
That would be fantastic. Looks like there was an all-in by Sigma there, taking the big blind there away from Hogan. And his stack is creeping up there closely to it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sigma creeping up on the heels of Trip. Just under that 1 million mark, and Trip just over it. But like you said, there's plenty of chips in these, all 4 of these guys, to put a pretty big dent.
Yeah, and we're probably going to see a lot more action now that they've made a deal. So
Yeah,
one person's going to walk away with 800. The rest of them are going to walk away with 450.
Yeah, it's still significant enough to play some poker, though.
Absolutely.
So definitely stay tuned to see who gets the fantastic buckle brought to us by
Custom made,
Rhino.
one and only, Reese.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to show it again one more time here for those that have missed it. Right here.
Yosemite
on the
Smoky.
screen.
There it
Look at
is. That is
Poker House, Fort Worth, Patty Mack's Bounty Tournament 2 champion. Like I said, I'm not a little guy. I got pretty big hands.
Well done, Rhino. That is beautiful.
Absolutely. A belt buckle as much as it is a trophy piece.
He says one thing, it's not going to be Yosemite Smoky.
No,
that guy talked so much trash when we were chasing him.
Not just once, but eliminated twice here in this bounty tournament. $500 a pop. So 2 players, Monica and Flowers, both got $500 bounties for knocking out Smokey Brown.
Davey got One-Eyed Ron for 10 hours cash. And I can't remember who knocked out Clark for $50. I think it was Flowers again.
I think it was Flowers. I think that's what he said.
Yeah. It's been a fun-filled day. I wonder if anybody bought in more than twice.
I'd have to go back and look. Obviously, it's a re-entry tournament, so we did have people firing multiple bullets. It was only a $75 tournament.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that next time we might do it a couple extra blinds. They creeped up on us pretty quick that time. But I did spend half a blind running around chasing Smokey the Bandit, too. So.
True. Go back and look at those videos on Facebook.
Yes, sir, please.
Caught it all on camera. The sheriff or the... Right, no, he was the... You were the sheriff.
Yeah.
And you were chasing Smokey the Bandit on your horse around the room.
And it's going to be out there on YouTube and Facebook for all of my clients, McLaughlin Financial and Insurance.
That's
Strategies to see, my friend. There goes your financial planner.
Here's a big one. Hogan raised it up bad at time in Queen 8. Sigma actually wakes up with the hand pocket queens. Hogan lets the 200K go. Big deal there. Trip, who invested 200K himself with King Jack. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and gamble.
Yeah.
Like you said, this is what happens when deals are made and there's money left over, but they're still playing poker, but it loosens up just a little bit. Pocket queens, Sigma in the lead with Trip. King Jack, Trip looking to eliminate Sigma. Both these huge stacks.
Whoever
2.2.
takes this one's going to have a massive chip lead.
Tournament changer, 4-5-5. Queens still ahead. Trip looking for a king and only king. There's a jack. Gives him some more outs.
Well.
Any jack, any king to win this pot does not happen. 5 full of queens. Big, big swing there, and Sigma is in the catbird seat, Patty.
He is. I don't see how he's going to lose this, but he could. He's telling all of his people that I'm commanding in the chip lead here. And I believe he's won the last man standing, too. Last person standing. Rhino says Alfredo sauce bought in 3 times, so okay.
3 times, yeah. VPIP, Sigma 43%. Is it that low?
I don't know these numbers.
No, he laid back when we got to the final table. You know, he sat back and let the table sort of navigate around him for a little while. He changed gears. Well done by him.
He had about 1 or 2 hands in a row and then went back to his normal self.
Yeah, well, and it paid off this time. His image gets him paid with the pocket queens, and they luckily held for him. And Trip is down but not out. A few couple big blinds left, I believe. We'll see what the computer says here, but didn't have much left over.
A few blues still there.
And we've he's Tripp himself navigated a fantastic feature and final table, though. He's been very active, big hands, got it all in at least 3 times and survived. Coming from behind with the pocket 10s against the pocket aces. Had a great feature and final table, and rewarded for $450 as these players, all 4, have chopped $450 apiece. And playing for a little bit extra, $800 total for first place. And the belt buckle.
The 1 chip. He has one blue chip left.
So
okay.
Sigma didn't get his bounty. Let's see if he can clean it up. Oh, that's what he's frustrated about. Yeah.
He's asking him, do I call?
How much more? Yeah, he's got to call no matter what. The problem is Hogan may have to call here as well. It's $25 on the line.
Yeah.
The bounty, yeah. He's frustrated. Oh, and he's going to reship to try to get
He's not going to let.
And he's got a real hand, too.
Yeah, he does.
That Sigma doesn't get frustrated, makes the fold. Hogan waking up with ace-queen. Tough spot here for Tripp. Going to be looking for a king and only a king, or some straight cards to take down. But, yeah, frustrating for Sigma. He
1 chip shy.
One blue chip shy of being able to get that bounty, but put him in a good position to win that first place $800 prize. So I think he'll take the trade. King right on the flop. Tripp still cannot fall. Diamonds no help to Hogan. Look at the dodge an ace and only an ace, and does. So Tripp now has 3 chips.
He does.
And $25 bounty.
Still a chair.
And he might.
No matter what happens here, these guys got to be proud of their play, dodging 106 other players. So.
Oh, yeah, 110 players in the tournament. These are the final 4. All made a deal, $450 apiece. And then an extra $350 on top of that for the first place winner and that fantastic belt buckle. So these guys, and the bounties. We have to see how many bounties they've collected along the way.
That's what makes this tournament fun. You know, I finished, 18th and still played for free today because I collected 3 bounties.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be people that finished way worse than I did that are going to be walking home with more than that, too. So that's what makes this tournament
bounties fun. Make the dynamics interesting.
Changes the play some, too.
Oh, absolutely. So
especially when somebody's got a $500 bounty on them.
Yeah, and Tripp all in has to be called by Hogan just because. And he's in the lead again.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pocket deuces versus 9 deuce. Hogan doesn't even have 2 overs on pocket deuces. That's pretty rough for Hogan, sort of pot committed just by being in the blind there.
What has he got? 3 outs, basically.
So Tripp can dodge a 9. He still continues on. 8-4 jack on this flop. Dodging some pairs or a 9 here. Queen on the turn. Hogan now has a gut shot for a 10. Does it come? Does it not. Pocket deuces. Tripp now has 5 chips.
Yes, sir.
So
still his chair.
Still alive, and his $25 bounty is still alive. Fantastic. Just refuses to smile and a little sip of the drink there.
Complimentary beer from Poker House Fort Worth as well.
Too funny, still alive, and he's got a pretty good stack.
You look at him laughing.
Still got a pretty good stack of bounties there too. So not only the $450 chop prize, but almost a couple $100 there in bounties.
You know who's smiling though? Sigma, because he still gets the chance to take that bounty from him.
Oh yeah, Sigma still says I'd still come and get what deservedly mine. Jack
here he goes.
Jack 10 offsuit. Let's see. Now he's got to pay attention. Yeah, you see him looking over there, and he's still got coffee there to his right, so he doesn't want to make any mistakes trying to go after that $25 in coffee. Wake up with a real hand here.
Wow.
Makes a disciplined fold.
Wow. Okay.
Hogan here on the button, going to let it go, and does.
Well, here we go again.
I don't think Tripp even looked at his cards that time. And coffee's going to be with the queen tray.
This might spell it for Tripp. Although he has the Poker House nuts, according to Brad.
6-4 going up against the queen tray. Tripp looking to stay alive one more time. 9, Jack 5, no help. Looking to catch some runners or a 6 or a 4. 6 on the turn. Coffee needing a queen and only a queen to get that bounty. It does not happen. So Tripp.
Now he has 10 chips or more?
8,
I don't know.
8 chips.
I've lost count.
I don't know.
12 maybe. He has 6 there in his hand, so he's going to have 12 at least.
That just refusing to fall here in this bounty tournament. And, now he's got, $300K in chips. Now it's not just a blind all in. He's got more chips than
passed
coffee.
up coffee.
I mean, these gentlemen are all chopping the money $450 apiece, but they still have an extra $350 on top they're playing for. So Yeah, Ryan says the nuts, the Poker House nuts, the 6-4 apparently.
Yep. Brad would be proud of that play, that's for sure. He's still
Yeah.
listening, watching.
I don't. Like I said,
Okay.
I don't think Tripp even looked at his cards.
Don't do it again, Tripp.
Nope. Here's Hogan's turn. Puts in his both.
If he's a cat, he's
here.
used up about 5 of his lives already.
At least. Hey, he does let it go.
Alrighty,
So he
no.
did look. Coffee 5-3, but he doesn't care. He's going to go ahead and put it in there. Doesn't have much behind after putting some of it in the small blind. Sigma folds. So pocket nines versus the 5-3 of Coffee. See if Coffee can catch a little bit of lightning in the bottle here on the 5-3 to stay alive Tripp style.
We may be down to 3 here, Reese, unless, yeah, you're right, unless he catches trips.
One of the nines is out. King, ace, king.
No.
King, ace, king, looking for a lot of runners here. That's not going to do it. So that's going to be it for Mr. Coffee, unfortunately. Mr. Coffee, 4th place finisher, but was in on the chop for a $450 chop. So $450 for his efforts and whatever bounties he collected along the way.
Yep, good for Coffee. He plays out here quite often.
Wait. I'm not paying attention here.
What happened?
They chopped the pot.
Oh, my goodness.
I went on
Reese.
looking at my paperwork.
Oh, my goodness.
2 bigger pair on the board, queen.
I didn't catch it either,
kicker.
man. Sorry about that.
We were looking at
Partner let you
paperwork.
down, too.
Oh, my goodness. No one wants to be eliminated in this tournament, Patty Mack.
Oh, my gosh.
I apologize for those watching the stream and saying, wait, what is Reese talking about? I was
Hogan was just laughing there, too, and we're like, wait, what's going on?
moving on to other paperwork, and Coffee stays alive. So
He does, and he's got the button, so he's going to be able to look at some free hands.
yeah, so the bounties are difficult to pick up. You know, these players are still trying to pick up an extra $75 in bounties from the other players
Right.
here. And
Well, they're
Tripp's
going to get a
gonna
chance here.
Yep,
Tripp.
undergun Tripp, queen, king, suited, Coffee on the button. Just going to put his in 215,000. Hogan and Sigma getting out of the way. So the rematch, Tripp, king, queen versus Coffee's 10-7.
A little bit surprised about that one from Coffee.
Well, Coffee just decided, well, we both got equal stacks. We just need to fight and put our chips together. Queen, 5-7, middle pair for Coffee. Has some outs. Top pair, queen, of course. Jack on the turn, no help. Coffee looking for a 10 or a 7 to stay alive. Does not happen. So now officially,
Yes.
this time, Tripp
are
has
official.
taken down Coffee. Great run, sir. Again, as I was saying earlier before he was actually eliminated, happy with his efforts for that $450 chop 4 ways, plus whatever bounties he collected along the way. Kind of quietly navigated the feature and final table. Didn't get involved too much,
Yeah.
but got paid for his efforts.
Good day for Coffee, and I'm sure I'll see him out here tomorrow. And
think-
Monday.
I think somebody else said he's a free roll player here. Plays
Yeah.
a lot of free rolls here at Poker House Fort Worth.
Definitely plays the Monday stream. The
You played 2 undercards. You had him crushed. Of course, I'm calling for the card to chop it. I don't even want you guys to chop. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? I always call for the worst pain because it happens to me all the time. It gives someone else.
Hogan here putting in his chips, 10-7.
And look at that. I mean, Tripp almost has as much chips as
Yeah,
Hogan there.
and ahead all in.
wow.
This is
What a turn of
Yeah,
events.
they're trying to get down to that final 8.
Tripp was
800.
down to a chip
Yeah.
and a chair. Remember?
And here he is way behind
Oh,
now,
yeah,
though.
now he's-
so
oh.
now he's going to be down to that same chip.
He's got an
unless
8,
he can catch a diamond. Diamond on this river. Nope. Nope. So Hogan is going to take almost
10-7.
all of Tripp's. And Tripp is now going to be back to where he started.
With a couple of chips in a
Yeah,
chair.
60.
Maybe.
It looks like he's got 65,000 remaining.
Jake's just going to double check and make sure.
Yep. Yep. So
Yep.
Tripp's still alive. Hogan does not get his $25 bounty chip. We're still playing poker.
Wow.
65,000. So Tripp gonna still smiling. Put his chips in the middle here, probably on this hand without looking like he did last time. Worked out for him before. Somebody's going to have to go back and see how many times Tripp has been all in these feature and final tables. He's definitely,
I don't even know how many.
He's definitely reaching the 9 lives of the cat.
Absolutely. That one caught up to him because he actually was in the lead again.
Yeah, true. Don't want to be in the lead.
It's been a little bit of a curse on this last table.
Hogan here with a queen 7 offsuit into the muck and did, yeah, I don't think Tripp even looked. But king 8 suited, nothing wrong with that hand. And of course, Sigma here going to have to put in the chips regardless, no matter what he has. Let's see what the computer can play catch up here.
Want to make sure everybody stays tuned with us too, because we're going to present the belt buckle to the winner.
Yep, we will be live on Facebook. That'll be a Facebook Live as we present it outside. We're going to stay with you here on stream to the winner, and then you'll be able to tune over to Facebook, where we'll be giving the presentation to them live on Facebook.
Tripp's life may stay along again. Reese.
2 pair 10 and only a 10 doesn't happen, so Tripp continues the trip. 130,000 in his stack now.
That's another add all in too, Reese.
Yeah, add it up. I don't know how many there are, but they're all laughing about it. They can't get him out. He is the alligator blood, as they say.
Every time he makes his all in, he has another swig of his Modelo.
Yeah, we may need somebody bring him another one.
Yeah, he may need one. I don't know.
Still 3-handed here. Once again, all 3 of these players getting $450, playing for an extra $350 and that fantastic belt buckle. Sigma here going to complete the small blind at the 9-8. Hogan, ace-10. Is he going to... He's reaching for some raising chips here.
Yeah, he's going to raise or either go all in.
Well, he did make a raise. They're both deep enough he can make an actual raise here. Sigma may make a call here, but I could also see him folding this because he is playing for an extra $350 with a massive chip lead. And especially when the third opponent at the table refuses to leave.
Right. That's when you just sit there in the catbird seat and let these two battle it out.
No, but he's going to see a flop. Ace-10 versus 8-9 offsuit. 700,000 in the middle. It's going to be a pretty big swing here. Whoever can take this one down. Jake putting on a flop. Ace-7 tray. No help for Sigma here. So let's see if Hogan plays this slowly. Maybe he can get a bet out of Sigma. Or if he wants to go. Oh, no. Sigma goes all in. And a snap call from Hogan.
Of course.
Oof. Sigma here drawing extraordinarily thin, needing some running straight cards to come out. Deuce on the turn is not going to do it, and the hand's over. Hogan had the goods, and Sigma stepped into it. So it's going to take Jake a minute to count this one up.
Absolutely, and Sigma being Sigma. Pushing, and that time it didn't pay off.
Yeah, it's not for a ton of chips, but enough to count it here. According to the computer, a little over $2.25 million in chips.
To raise that size, you got to put him on something like ace.
Well,
or big pocket pair.
You know, Sigma was thinking maybe he had a pocket. Sigma was thinking maybe that Hogan probably had a pocket pair, and Sigma was trying to represent that ace.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was the opposite, that Hogan had the ace, and 3-handed, you're never going to lay an ace down there. So pays that off there, and Hogan now in the commanding chip lead position.
You would think, but this game is crazy.
Tripp sitting there with his 130, and I tell you, if he can get a couple more lives underneath him, you may see Tripp and Hogan into a David versus Goliath heads up.
Yeah.
Sigma still showing a little over 800,000 in chips. Hogan now over 2.2 million, and Tripp with 130. 79th hand here of this feature and final table. I don't know what to expect, Patty Mack.
Your guess is as good as mine, Reese. We've seen some crazy stuff at this final table, and it's been fun and enjoyable.
Yeah, the blinds are 40 and 80,000. So
Sigma's kind of hand too. Yes. Here he goes.
Sigma loves these. He's gonna go all in. Hogan 7 deuce can't do anything about it.
Let's see if
Tripp's gonna call because he doesn't have many chips behind after being in the big blind, so he's sort of obligated to it. And so Tripp and Sigma Sigma trying to finally get that elusive $25 bounty out of Trip. So King
Is
Trey
this going to be the one?
in the lead.
Who do you got? Kings or 6-5?
Who can predict it any more? 4-3-4. Big flop there, open-ended for Sigma. Threes for Trip. Sigma, ace on the turn, no help. Looking for a deuce or a 7 or a 5 or 6, actually, too. 10 on the river, no help. And Trip staying alive.
Yes,
Patty Mack.
sir.
The $25 bounty. look at Hogan.
Yeah, there he goes back for his beer again.
They can't believe
Bring
it.
that guy another beer and
That man will not stop. And Sigma down 700,000 in chips. Trip at 300,000. Hogan 2.2 million.
I can't wait to play Trip this week and remind him that he's already used all his 9 lives, man. At least.
At least 9. This is these guys already locked up $450 a piece, but they're playing for that extra $350 and that fantastic belt buckle. And Trip does not want to go away. All in and survived many times.
Yes.
Yeah, Hunter, we do agree. Go get him a Modelo, he says.
Yeah.
Taking a sip of that Modelo every time he wins an all-in.
He might be, who's the guy that goes out looking for everybody with Modelo? He might be the new spokesperson or
there it is.
Face of Modelo.
Trip is going to put it in here. 300,000, 5-4 suited. Sigma with a Sigma style hand here. 8-7 suited. Does he want to battle? Hogan has already called on the button, so Sigma knows that Hogan is going to make this call. The problem is, does he want to battle as well? Just to try to earn some chips to have something to go heads up with Hogan with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't think Hogan's called yet.
No, Hogan hasn't called it, but he's called the 100,000.
Yeah, he will.
And so he's going to definitely call. And so, like I said, Sigma here is contemplating getting involved just to have some chips to have a heads-up battle with Hogan, because he's got him, over 3-1 in chips, and he does go ahead.
They're going to team up on him here, Reese. They might actually get it. What?
No, he's going to let it the extra.
Because Sigma went all
jammed,
in.
So he isolated.
He protected him.
Oof. Well, like I said, he's trying to accumulate some chips to have.
And he wants his bounty chip that bad.
That too, but he's trying to get some chips together to have an adequate heads-up chip count with Hogan if he can pull this off. So all in to isolate there against Trip. So Trip 5-4 suited against Sigma's 7-8 suited 2 unexpected hand.
Right there on the
4
on the
on
window.
the flop. Trip ahead, looking to dodge a 7 or an 8. Now a gut shot 5 would give Sigma a straight. Trip stays alive again, and 400.
He's at the 700,000 now.
And Sigma.
Wow. Here they go again. Take a drink, buddy. Or get that man another drink.
Quite the compilation video could be put together of these all-in and wins from Trip.
Wow.
We have to change dealers. Jake's exhausted.
This is unbelievable. It has to be 15 all-ins for him
it's
on this stream so far.
Close to, if not double digits, for sure, between the feature table and the final table. Trip refusing to fall. Absolutely love it.
That's what I said, Rhino. He's going to be the new spokesman of Modelo, or the new model of Modelo, or something there. Jake did get worn out. Jenny's back.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's got a significant amount of chips. So I don't think you're going to see many all-in, just a random all-in out of him. So he does fold. Sigma looking down at an ace, pretty strong, 3-handed. Goes ahead and makes the call all-in, and Hogan makes the call with king-queen. So for the first time,
wow, we're going to see
the Trip not the one at risk for a minute. So Sigma ahead with the ace-5, looking to dodge
king or queen.
King or queen here. 4-9-4, no help. 8 on the turn, no hearts for anyone. 10, wow. Ace high going to hold for Sigma.
Nobody will go away at this final table.
Nope, these gentlemen, and I don't blame them. They're playing for, they've got 450 locked up a piece, and then they are playing for an additional 350 and a belt buckle.
Yeah, I think that belt buckle is just bringing pride to them as well.
It should. It's a fantastic belt buckle.
Oh, it is beautiful. What a day here. Recess started out at 3 o'clock. I don't even know what time it is.
I think these three have been playing as long as the final table.
Still going, still having fun, and
just all ins. 1.75 million to 900 to 700. I don't know who to predict.
what do they say? The poker gods want some more poker, I guess, man. 'Cause
I can't. I have no idea.
I don't either at this point. Flip a coin to who's going to win this match.
The blinds are 50 and 100,000, so this thing is over either way very, very soon. Sigma able to fold the button, not risking any chips. Hogan ace-7 suited. He's definitely going to put in a raise here. See if Tripp does go the way. So picks up a blind there. So we're playing a little bit of poker for real here for a little bit.
Yeah, they each have enough chips to navigate the blinds for a little while. Well, I think I know at least one person still left in.
Hogan, Sigma, and Tripp, 3 left here. Hogan now on the button, another suited ace, this time ace-4. But the thing is, he doesn't have any money in the middle. Does he stay out of the way? Or does he raise it up to try to push him? Yeah, he goes in and puts in a barrel all in. And now Tripp, King, Jack, decision to be made. There's a lot of chip similarities between him and Sigma.
This is going to be it for him.
He's going to ship it. Yeah, he's going to ship it. Now Sigma, does he get involved or just let it go? Jack-4 into the muck, takes away one of Tripp's outs here. Hogan ahead, ace-4 of hearts. Is this finally the time when Tripp cannot survive? Looking for a king or a jack or some straight cards. 9-4 queen, no help. 10 on the turn or jack or king.
He's
not gonna
finally
happen.
done.
And finally,
Wow.
finally, Hogan eliminates Tripp. What a run! I can't wait to go back and watch how many times he was all in.
Great tournament, Tripp.
Great run.
Got to be proud of his run there.
All of the.
Don't forget your beer, bud.
Yeah, well, it's probably empty. But all of the all-in craziness aside, navigated a great feature table and final table. You know, he was all in a lot earlier. Picked his spots well, survived the all-ins, and got all the way down to an even money chop of $450 apiece, and had a lot of bounties in front of him too.
Oh, absolutely. He had a great day.
Great run there from Tripp.
I'm going to go back and view this and see how many times he was all in, because I think it's a dozen or more for sure.
Quite.
Got to count that last one too.
Yeah. And here we are, heads up for the buckle. The final 2 players of the Patty Mack Bounty Tournament 2. Fantastic day, lots of fun videos. Be sure and check out the Facebook for some of the reels and some of the
I'm going to have to go home
pictures.
and view those too.
Yeah, it's just a great.
I thought maybe I'd get to bed early tonight, but I'm going to be viewing all this stuff. Probably get to bed at 1 o'clock as usual.
Hogan here, first act on the button, ace-king offsuit. Looks like he's reaching for some raising chips here. We'll see if Sigma wakes up with anything to come along. Looks like it's an all-in and a call.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, Jenny's setting out some chips here.
Whoa,
oh, Sigma just shipped it dark just to try to get it over with or get some chips to battle with or end it, says Sigma.
Is he going to hit this?
Sigma begging for some diamonds, some 8s or some 3s on this flop. 6, 7, 9. What a flop. Open-ended with diamonds.
Oh,
there it is. There's the straight hand over to a chop. And so now it's Sigma's turn to start stacking the all-in chips here. So
wow,
that's going to give him the chip lead, actually. That's going to give Sigma the chip lead. Heads up, playing for.
That's Tripp back. He's telling him, hey, man, look at me play, too. Wow.
Goodness gracious. So
8-3.
Sigma here takes the chip lead. Heads up. Both players have already received their money.
Tripp came back to get his cookies over there is what he did.
Hope there's some cookies left for us over there.
Maybe one of these guys will forget. I doubt it. The way that Miss Sherry makes those cookies, man.
Oh, yeah. No one can forget those cookies. So, wow. So, heads up. The Tides chips have shifted. Sigma now the chip leader 1.8 to Hogan's roughly 1.5. And these guys have both already chopped 450 apiece, playing for that extra 350 and that belt buckle.
They might be making some kind of other deal too.
Oh, you never know. Sigma down 8-3 first act into the muck. He's not going to just go on blindly anymore. We have a game. It is definitely.
Man, I'm sorry, Reese. I keep yawning here. It's been a long day, bud.
No, it's been a fantastically fun day.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
it's been a fun day. All, like I said, all the definitely shenanigans today for a tournament that I haven't been a part of in a long time.
Yeah.
With your videos and costumes and prizes and drawings. It is a fantastic tournament.
When you tell everybody that this tournament has had everything, they don't think about guys chasing each other around the room. You know, some guy dressed up as a bandit losing $1,000 in
Plastic
15 minutes.
Plastic pop gun, 6 shooters going off, and it's been an absolute blast.
Oh, it has.
Sigma here at King Deuce on the button first act. Looks like he just put out some calling chips. Wants to see a flop.
Yeah.
Hogan checking his options. So Queen 8 versus King Deuce off to a flop. Jenny looking down at Jack Deuce 7. Bottom pair here for Sigma.
Nobody's going to get frisky, I don't think. No, Sigma.
Sigma's going to make a bet here. And like I said, unless Hogan is just feeling like making a move.
He does have a
He's going to let it go, yeah. So bottom pair.
Hunter points out that the Modelo's still alive in Trip's seat.
Telling you, it's that Modelo could have been a secret weapon for all we know.
Yeah. Well, they're bringing Jake in to help him chip up.
Color up some chips here. These players probably surpassing a break.
Yeah, we wanted to get the placards in today, man. Maybe next time.
Hogan here on the button. Gonna have ace 10 first to act. And he's gonna ship it. Let's see if Sigma doesn't need much. Usually make the call.
Did he call?
No, he's gonna let that one go.
Okay.
He's taking his chip lead a little more seriously this time. It's worth an extra $350 in that great belt buckle.
That's his kind of hand, though.
You know, I'm excited about the Rhino set a ring.
Yeah. He's going to have to, I don't know what he's going to come up with. He's going to have to come up with something good to top this one.
This is a monster belt buckle, so a ring on Patty Mack Bounty Tournament 3 is going to be something special. Like I said, I may have to play that one.
Yeah. There's already been call on the live stream for you to play, Reese.
I missed the game. Sigma going to call 10-3 suited. Hogan going to check his option 9-7, 5-4-6, open-ended for both players up and down. Dangerous flop here. One pair for the other. There's the 8. Hogan's going to get there all the way to the 9. He's going to bet it out there. Boy, I'd love to see if Sigma would have bet it there.
I think I would have
Sigma
checked.
folds, yeah. When you have the stone cold nuts
had
right there with only needing to dodge a club pretty much.
Yeah, that's it.
Nope, Rhino's still listening, saying, I'll figure it out.
Okay. You forgot to figure out to wait, Rhino. You left.
He wasn't even here to bring us cookies.
Nope, it's a ring, Hunter. Not a bracelet. We gave Roy a bracelet the first time and a watch the first time.
Fold there to Sigma. Yeah, the gentleman that won the bounty tournament won, Clark. Was the bracelet he had on the table the bracelet y'all gave away?
Yeah, he had the bracelet.
Yeah, I saw that. It was a great bracelet.
And a watch. He won the Invicta watch as well.
Was it for winning the tournament, or did he win it another way? Wow, so you get the watch and the bracelet?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Just
There's no ends to Patty Mack's bounty tournament.
double-handed bling there.
There's no cap or anything. You go to all ends to please here, Reese.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, Sigma limped in, disguising the ace-10. Hogan raised with king-10, and Sigma snapped the all-in.
Might be it, Reese.
King-10 versus ace-10. Sigma with the chip lead and the hand lead. Ace-10 versus king-10. Unless something can happen here, we're going to have a belt buckle winner. Jenny, Jack, Queen, Deuce. Action is live for the king-10. Looking for an ace or a 9. No help there, and Sigma has come down to the final and taken down the belt buckle, Patty Mack.
He did. Congratulations to Sigma for, I don't even think he was registered. He might have been a late entry, man.
He was a late entry.
Yeah.
Played a roller coaster of a session, but definitely earned it in the end. That was fun.
That was a great, fun, fantastic day, my friend.
Yeah, and we cannot wait to see when we do this again. We'll let everybody know. Don't forget, though, until we have these this next event, we're definitely having plenty of things going on here at Poker House Fort Worth. The biggest one, though, the Road to Vegas. 2 $10,000 main event seat packages, $10,000 entries into the WSOP 2025 main event, plus $1,000 in spending money 2 times. Cash game player qualifiers and tournament qualifiers. You can play in both, Patty Mack.
Absolutely, if you qualify. So,
yep, you get at least 20
I'm planning on
hours.
playing in both.
Oh, yeah,
We'll see what happens.
At least 20 hours of cash game play gets you 10,000 in chips for the Road to Vegas tournament, and then all the tournaments here at Poker House at Fort Worth get you chips in the 1st through 5th places, building that chip stack to play for the 2nd main event seat. I'm excited about this one. The June 7th tournament for the cash players, and then the next week, June 14th, for the tournament players. Qualify for both, play in both. It pays to play here at Poker House Fort Worth. Not only this Road to Vegas, but our Fortune events and all the other stuff we have going on here. Keep an eye on our Facebook. Definitely go back and look at our Facebook at some of the shenanigans today.
Yes, please. Mike picked up 6,000 for today's.
That's true. Yep, the points counted for tonight. Yeah. So Sigma getting him 6,000 chips towards that Road to Vegas tournament. But definitely take a look at our Facebook, at all the fun stuff we had today. This belt buckle, appreciate it once again. Rhino, absolutely. We appreciate you. And
yes.
Patty Mack, we can't say enough for what you're doing here at Poker House Fort Worth.
Thanks, Reese. Having a blast doing it. Don't forget to join us Monday night for Rhino's last week of Rhino Mania Madness.
Yeah, see if he can qualify for his own final table next Sunday.
Then again on Wednesday for Brad's Wild Stream.
Brad's Wild Stream. Lots of stuff going on at Poker House Fort Worth. And like I said, we appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. And if you'll take a look, I'm going to show it one more time here, Patty Mack.
Oh, yes, please.
If you take a look, we're going to be live on Facebook and Facebook only. We're going to be handing this out there to Sigma, the Poker House Fort Worth, Patty Mack.
So nice.
Fantastic belt buckle.
So nice.
We're going to go hand that out here right now. So look for us live back on Facebook here in just a few moments when we go live giving it this belt buckle. And once again, thank you, sir.
Thank you, my friend.
Appreciate it to you. Can't
Always
wait
a pleasure
until
joining
the next
you.
one. Yep,
Wish I was out there, but next best thing's right here next to you, bud.
You got all the way to the end, beat a lot of people to get to the final 2 tables. So
I did.
Appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and watching on all the social media, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And stay tuned for more stuff we have coming up. We're going to have the Facebook Live again to give away this fantastic belt buckle provided by Rhino. Absolutely a blast. I'm going to go see if there's any cookies left.
Let's do. Why not?
Stay tuned. We'll be live once again on Facebook. Tune over for this belt buckle giveaway. And keep an eye on our Facebook for all the stuff we have coming up here at Poker House Fort Worth. Once again, I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for supporting stuff like this and all the events that we have and playing here at Poker House Fort Worth. There's a lot of ways to have a lot of fun and make a lot of money here at Poker House Fort Worth in Burleson. Patty Mack, appreciate you, buddy.
Thanks to all the donors, the staff, and the players.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
Great day here.
Yep. So stay tuned. We'll be right back for the belt buckle giveaway, and stay on our Facebook for all the stuff we have coming up. Once again, thank you, all of you, for all you do and all the support. And we'll see you live here shortly. And
see you soon, guys.
And all the stuff we have coming up.
All right.
Thanks again.